Welcome Scoundwave.
Hello, hello. Thought it was gonna be a Persona stream, but I guess I was wrong. No, of course not. There's so many things I gotta do. Man, I didn't open up YouTube Studio or nothing. Oh my goodness. Who let me do this today? My brain is not all here. I'm gonna blame it on all the panels I made today, so that's what's going on. Working on some paperwork, it's due in 4 hours. Ooh, good luck with your... Is it actually a paper? Good luck with that. Hope it goes well. Will make great background noise. Stop streaming so I instantly hate it? Oh, I don't blame that you hate it. But the fact that it made you stop streaming is crazy. Oh, because like you had to finish. I see. Or like get started. Or whatever. I forgot about my new chat panel. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me do that real quick. Oh, we're gonna do some quick adjustments here. Let me just see how it's gonna look. Hang on a second. I realized that I didn't put it on. And I do want to see how it looks, so give me a minute to do that real quick. Spice! Hello everyone, how are you?
Welcome Orpheoned.
Hope you are well. I guess I should... I'll keep that on, it's fine. Whoa. Hopefully work was okay. Not good? Oh, I'm sorry. Work was bad, wasn't it? I am assuming work was bad. I'm going to force me to leave 11 because I wasn't productive enough. That doesn't make any sense to me. Were you like slower than usual? I hope you're not getting fired. Really hope not. Waiting for the machine to finish so I can move on to the next thing. It sounds like your manager was thinking that you were going to be doing something else while you were waiting on the machine to finish. Bosses always think that you're supposed to be busy all the time, and that's always the issue, you know? Hey, 55 strength streak is crazy. Thank you for always hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And we have this new chat box. Hold on, how do I add this? We'll change this. Turn this on. Okay, and then we'll change it to previous path. And then hit paste. Open. That didn't work. Now, did it? No, it didn't. Try that again. Hello? Why is nothing working? I didn't mean to do it like that. No, why? Okay, this. There you go. Do this. Hit open. There it is. Why is it huge among us? I mean, huge among us is fine, but it is huge among us. My goodness. Papa loop again and was very mean and sent me to a bug mission I hate. A horrible bug mission. Should begged him not to do that to you. I don't know why he did that to you. I think he just likes making people suffer. Remember other jobs right now, but it's hard when 90% of them are fake. Yeah, I don't know, Orphe. That one is tough. Sounds like Chad is your new hat. That's true. The idea of like job hunting is always very complicated. I feel like. Can I do a different one? One's kinda. I need the chubbier one. Let's chat box. Edit this one. Okay, this one. Chubbier one. Put it like this. Why do I take up so much space on the screen? Hold on. What the heck? Why am I so large? But also, I don't want to be too small. That's always the problem. Trying to strike the balance between sizes, you know? It's very difficult. Now we have chat box. And then now I gotta make chat smaller. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't love that idea very much. Try that. And then I'll move the ice cream. Who else isn't high? He's so silly. He knows he can always DM me high. A very silly brother. But I'm glad you got to collab with him, though. He's very fun. Yes. I think that looks pretty good. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. And this means I can scooch over a little bit. Okay, that's good. There you go. Now, let's get to playing. I gotta read. I got so much reading to do. Where are we at? This one? We're here? Yeah, I guess so. We're at fuck. Apparently. He's really fun. Yeah, he is really fun. You know, it's cool. I just realized that now we don't get to see adorable Silas in the corner because I've blocked all this stuff. Okay, let me... I got it. Hold on. Let me just... It's fine. Hold on. Just a second. Let me just move the game. Adjust it. Because I'm thinking too hard right now. Hold on. There you go. Perfect. Also, I got a new background. But here we are. Alright, let me adjust this a little bit. There you go. Okay. Now I'm good. And, wait, no, not the hat. Wrong button. So New York is in chaos right now? I have...
Welcome, Katamaycock.
Chat hat. They legally shoplifting? Like, that doesn't make sense. What? How would you... Okay, we'll figure that out later. I'll look that up later. Right now we're stuck in the 1920s, okay? There's no real world today. 1920s and hot guys. And women, I guess. Shoplifting isn't punished anymore? That's crazy. There has to be more to it than that, I would hope. As in, I hope that there's, you know, an adjustment to how the punishment works or whatever, but it can't just be like totally free game, like fair game or whatever. That would make no sense. Let me... 8,400 stores closed? Wow. Boy, am I glad to not live anywhere near there. As terrible as that sounds. Just saying. No, this is fine. This not near. I gotta organize my sources. Alright, one sec. At this point, we're never gonna get it started, and I'm just gonna sit here and be doing things because I have no brain at the moment. Here we go. I got it. Okay, I know what I'm doing. We're fine. Like that for a while now. They made it so less than $1,000 worth of theft is basically unpunished. Less than $1,000 is insane. What? Somebody just lock everything up, and when that didn't work, they just left. Oh, they just like left the stuff, or I guess the staff left. Whatever. That's sorry. $1,000 is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All the mayor's fault? Mayor let that slide? Crazy. The business just left it closed down? Oh, wow. Yeah, if I was like a small business, I could totally understand why I would be like, that's ridiculous. A larger business, I mean, not that a larger business can sustain a hit like that, but it's, either way, it's kind of crazy regardless. Alright, did I make a mistake and choose that one again? You know what? Nah, it's okay. We'll work with this. I like that. I'll just do less. One sec. I swear, I got this. One sec. I'm like nearly... Hold on. Thinking. Hold on. I have brain cells, kind of. Not much. Not many brain cells. Good thing we didn't start the reading yet. Because I don't think I can read today. I will attempt to read. It'll be fine. Okay. Let's change chat setting to more message spacing. Make it bigger. And then card design. No, not design. Not layout. Layout? It's not layout. Behavior? There you go. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Welcome Neo Sunday.
That. Okay. Okay, maybe I'm good now. Alright, so
Welcome Satamiz.
Hello, Sato. How are you? Alright, we're ready now. Now that I've got my chat panel situated and my brain kind of fixed. And water. And whatever else. It's fine. Alright. Alright. We're good. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Doing plumber things in Enfield right now? There's plumber things you can do in that game? Didn't even know that's how that worked. That's cool. Alright. Time for reading. There's factory in this game? Oh. Oh, so I guess Maxim is the dancer character here. This dancer character. Okay, cool. We finally know what the heck their name is. Okay. Let's go. Don't give a damn. Momo's gone. 6 hours of scouring the club from top to bottom and nothing. Oh, he's pissed. Why is his expression not pissed here? I don't know the man cake name. Oh god, man cake is great. A+. Don't understand. I don't understand. Paced in circles around the dining table, tears streaming down his face. So no one saw Momo after the animal show? I was on the floor, but I didn't see anything unusual. Boss, you really think Momo's lost? Lost or stolen? Surely you do not think someone would dare use your prized pet. Momo's worth a lot, and a lot of money. There are evil folks out there who would do it. And we do get our fair share of practiced criminals at the club. Yeah, but all of them are smart enough to know not to fuck with Vincent Harlow. Boss? Vincent's cigarette dangled from his lips, his eyes deadened and cold. Some motherfucker came into my club and stole off with my fucking pet. Perhaps the child just ran away and will come back. He's a wild thing, and wild things are not always disposed to a stationed life. You know he wouldn't run off, Mr. Yurov. I swear. Momo is happy here with us. This is home now. Silas's voice choked off, sobs racking his throat. Sorry, everybody. Sorry to be such a mess. Momo really, he would never run away, honest. We know he wouldn't. I hope whoever did this is prepared. Gone to war over much less. I'm thirsty. It's still early. Maybe I'll get a glass of water and come back to bed for a bit. The early morning sun was just beginning to peek through the windows, the birds outside starting to sing. Okay, I know we're all upset. Let's try to be rational here. Sai, can you think back through the night? I arrived backstage with all the animals, like I usually do. We prepared a little bit back there before we went on. Momo was there before the performance. He's not ready to go on stage himself yet. And did you notice anything out of the ordinary? No, I didn't. Didn't see anything. Vivian stretched against the banister. Oh, sounds like everyone's already awake. No one saw something? Or maybe someone? Doll, what are you getting at? Seriously, you all. Has no one thought about that runaway we're harboring upstairs? That runaway? You must be talking about me. You mean Vivian? Now that you mention it, I guess the only thing different about last night was that she was helping me. Ah, yes, the newest kitten in the menagerie. Doll, you're being overly suspicious. Yeah, I can't quite picture the doll pulling off a heist like that under our own roof. She barely knows how to button her own blouse. What on earth are they talking about? A heist? You can read that first sentence by yourself. Just because she's a pretty girl doesn't mean she isn't capable of a crime. Someone could have hired her. She might even be trained to act dumb. Dumb? Miss Dahlia, I'm sorry, but I think you're wrong. Momo loves her, and Shredder took such a shine to him. She wouldn't do this. Momo? What's happened to Momo? Vivian? And look who decided to show up. What's happened to him? You alright? Marlowe glanced around the table before clearing his throat. The little guy's missing. Vivian's stomach plummeted. What? No, there must be some mistake. Silas, he loves playing in the palm tree pots. Did you check there? See? He had no idea. Dahlia crossed her arms and tossed her hair over her shoulder. Shh. I know it's upsetting, but we checked everywhere, kitten. Surely he's somewhere. We just need to look harder. A team of 24 men, plus everyone you see here, looked for him all night while you were tucked into bed. Did you have sweet dreams? I'm sorry, I didn't know. You should have been more careful and double-checked. It's not your fault. I think we should all retire for a few hours' rest. We cannot function well with no sleep. But Max, your men will keep searching, yes? If we have any hope of finding the little cat, we must first be awake to the task. He's right. Let's reconvene before work. If there's no updates from the men, we'll keep asking around the club. Don't have to tell me twice. I won't be able to sleep. I need Momo to reduce my stress-induced insomnia. I'll help with that. Silas, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry too, but I can't talk right now. He wiped his face on his shirt sleeve and fumbled his way out the door. Momo? Missing? I can't believe it. Tears sprung to the back of her eyes. The back of her eyes? Huh? What? That turn of phrase is very incorrect. I don't... okay, never mind. What kind of monster would steal a baby tiger? Is this what the plot gonna be? The plot is gonna be around the baby tiger's disappearance? I don't... Okay, that's not that compelling, but okay, I'll take it, I guess. That hat. Hold on, let me just adjust. One sec. Small adjustments. I don't have a chat hat. Unless you guys really like it. There you go. That's... There you go. Okay. The harsh morning sun streamed into the room with a merciless glare. Won't be able to go back to sleep now. There has to be something I can do to help. Her eyes fell on a stack of blank typewriter paper tucked into the corner of the bookcase. Silas! Silas, it's me, Vivian. She placed her ear to the door. All I can hear are birds and monkeys. Are you in there? I want to help find Momo. The door swung open. Silas stared at her, eyes bloodshot, hair tousled.
Welcome, Waffle Bowl Hat.
Were you able to sleep even a wink? Nope. Huh. I really messed everything up. This isn't your fault. Momo would never run away. You take such good care of him, and he's very happy here. I can tell that much. But I should have kept a closer eye on him. I love every single one of our animals, but Momo is special. He's the baby of the house. If I'm hurting, I can't imagine how he must feel. Don't blame yourself. We don't know yet what happened, but we're going to get him back. I'll help. Silas peeked up at her through her fingers. You mean it? You really mean you'll help? Of course. I'll do whatever I can. Momo was the first thing I liked about the Speakeasy. He really likes you too. All the rest of the animals all know he's missing too. They're just as worried as me. I don't think they'll be able to perform their best tonight. You don't mean the show is still happening tonight, do you? It's not canceled. But Momo is missing. More important for us to find him than go on stage. Mr. Harlow said if we don't do the show, it'll be a sign of weakness to whoever took Momo. I think he's right. A fluffy chinchilla jumped onto his lap. He petted its fur absently. Surely you can take one night off. Nah, I don't do nights off. Better to keep working no matter what. Mama never missed a show in her life. Mama? Come to think of it, I know nothing about Silas's family. I didn't know your mother was a performer. One of the best. You ever hear of Magnificent Mademoiselle? I haven't, but I don't know a lot about show business. This was back east in New York, or at least started there. She was one of the most popular tattooed ladies in the country, so we traveled a lot. A tattooed lady? It runs in the family then. Guess it does. Did I say something wrong? Where did she perform? Traveling circus, mostly. The circus? I've never seen one. They're not all that great. The Speakeasy is more fun, and the people are nicer. I see. So you grew up in the circus? Yep, born and raised. But Mama always wished I had a normal childhood. I can't really blame her. It's hard to imagine what kind of place that is for a young boy. I don't know. It's the only place I ever knew. Well, maybe we could see her act next time she's out west. Mama doesn't perform anymore. Yet petting the chinchilla in a rhythmic motion. Did she retire? She died. Later, Orpheon. All good. Well, take care of yourself. Later. Be good. Take care of yourself. Eat food. Drink water. Treat yourself nicely. All of that. How insensitive of you, Evelyn. I'm so sorry, Silas. Okay, he was sick for a long time. I'm just happy she's not hurting anymore. You have any other family? Nope, just us. I'm sure she would be very proud of you. Thanks. I would have liked you. Finally met her gaze, a light smile on his lips. I would have loved to meet her. He tore her eyes away from his to watch the lemurs dash from branch to branch. I just talked so much about myself. What about your family? Do you have parents? Oh, yes, I have a mother and a father. Hi. Why? Terry. Why? You do it for the ice? Okay. Ads! Now we're gonna get stuck in ads. It's ad time. Hold on. Hold up. Hold on. Where? Here. Sometimes you gotta, advertise yourself. Them ads. I will also post ads. Alright, that's good enough. Oh, I guess I should update my currently offering then. I'll figure that out later. We have time. Okay. My brain is gonna... Oh, now we're in ads. What the heck? Saribon. Okay. Now that we're in ads. I spent like all day working on those panels and my brain is fried. Because I had to do each, like I did it in batches, but like I had to do each one and then kind of adjust the colorway a little bit. And then I had to go, since I made them on Canva doesn't have a transparent background. So then I had to open every single one of them up and I made a 28 layer file and then I had to clean up the shape and do all that. And then I had to make a promo item, the graphic and stuff, and my brain is fried. But on the bright side, they look pretty good, I think. It looked good enough to ship, so they're there. For free. Yay! I plan on making a vintage one and a celestial one at some point. But gotta start somewhere, so. Yeah, next time I'm not gonna make them all at one time. That was a lot. Or at least, I guess I could make them all at once, then do further editing and set up another day. Because doing everything all at once was a lot. I definitely won't do that again. But I'll figure it out. The vintage one should be pretty easy, I think. If I can figure out how to make it look like a scroll or something, would be nice. Or I guess old paper, maybe? With like a curled corner or two? Oh no, or a coffee stain? Oh, not a coffee stain. Some people don't like that kind of weathered look. I'll think about it. Okay. We're gonna get back to reading in just a minute. But I hope everybody's been having a good day. Happy Wednesday. Yeah. Apparently tomorrow is National Bubble Tea Day. So if you have a bubble tea shop near you, they probably have some kind of special going on. You should definitely check, like, look for your favorite bubble tea shop and see if they've got any cool deals or whatever. So, yeah. There's Boba Day? Apparently there is. I didn't know that. I don't know if it's an international thing. It may not, it might just be a US thing.
ZZZZ.
If it was international, that'd be really cool, actually. I don't know why it's tomorrow, though. I wonder what the significance of that is. Or maybe it's just people trying to make up stuff so that way they can do things. Who knows? Welcome back from ads, everybody. Alright, hold on. Sip of water. I'm really excited for my dinner today. I'm so hungry. Because the only thing I've eaten today is popcorn. Okay. Knowing how nowadays this must be a social campaign from Boba Shop? Might be. I guess it makes sense why Silas would say wow both, but that's an interesting response to that. I guess. Yes. Is it okay to say this much? He still doesn't seem like he's suspicious of me, but I should still be cautious. That's really special. And they're good? Good? They're good parents, if that's what you mean. Ah, I'm so glad. You should invite them to one of our animal shows. I'm not so sure it'd be their type of event. Why not? Once you're directing the animals, I'm sure they'd be excited to see it. That's not... Wait, directing? Uh-huh. You will, someday. Oh no, I'm not ready for that. Not now, but you will be. And then I'm sure your family will want to see you. I have to change the subject. Listen, I was thinking we could go to the Speakeasy early tonight. Together? If it's alright with you. Well, I was gonna go ask around about Momo if you want to join. Aiden!
Welcome, Irofedon.
Welcome to Hot Guy 1920s America. Yes, that was exactly my plan too. Let's head over in an hour. That's when all the staff starts to trickle in. I'll go get ready. An orphan, poor thing. And now Momo missing? Doing pretty good, thanks for asking. I'm getting ready. I'm practicing lots of reading because May is all visual novels. Well, almost all visual novels. I have some break times, but yeah. I just taking it slow. It's all good. Oh, aren't you streaming today? What do you have planned today? There's something so surprisingly soft about that, man. I don't think that's surprising. I don't think that's surprising that he's soft. He just is soft. May is Popcat month. Yay! It really is. I'm gonna have to take it and pace myself with that. I don't know how well that's gonna work. Huh. That's strange. He pressed a hand to his chest and looked around at the menagerie. Do any of you guys know why my heart is beating so fast? Bro, for real? That's it? That one conversation about parents and he likes us? That's it? I am not. Must be high blood pressure. Thanks for the clip. I'm clearly not the target audience here. Sir, you don't need a love interest, you need a doctor. What am I gonna do with you guys? You guys are not allowed to be that funny. What the heck? Thank you. Thank you for that. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna clip all that, but it's fine. We'll figure it out later. That's a future me problem. And the other clips is also a future me problem. I don't think they have any suspects. Hold on. Silas wouldn't know. You know, people you think would be up to no good, like kidnapping a baby tiger. Oh, not really. Like I said. Everyone I've met since I've been here has been really nice. And how long is that? A few years? Carefully helped Vivian out of her coat and handed it to the girl behind the desk. Thanks, Lacey. Anytime, hon. Vivian tugged at Silas's sleeve and he jumped back, pulling his arm away. Ah. What's wrong? Why does he panic every time I touch him? I didn't mean to startle you. Let's ask her if she knows anything. Oh, right. Lacey? Yes, baby? Have you seen Momo anywhere? Why, no. Not since the show last night. He isn't with Mr. Harlow? He's missing. What? No. Yeah, we haven't been able to turn him up. We've had people looking for hours. How terrible. I'll be sure to keep a lookout. You know, as the first stop in the door, I can screen people pretty good. That would be really nice. Lacey reached across the counter to grab Silas's hands, causing him to twitch. If you need an ear to listen, or just a shoulder to lean on, you know where to find me. Utterly shameless. Silas jerked his hands away. Thank you for the offer. Let's get a move on. We don't have that much time until our show. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? Who? That coat check girl? Oh, Lacey? She just wants to help. Sure. She kept pace alongside him, weaving through the crowd with ease thanks to Silas's imposing stature. Who else should we ask? I was thinking that the people who see the most are probably the dancers and the waitresses. They might have seen something Mr. Harlow's men wouldn't. That's a great idea. She scanned the crowd, looking for the distinctive silver waitress uniform. Oh, Angela. Hey, Silas. Why haven't I seen your pretty boy face at all this week? The waitress named Angela pouted, shifting her tray of empty glasses onto her hip. I'm sorry. I haven't had as much time to chat recently. Momo's gone missing. Did you check the kitchen yet? No, I mean, he's been missing since last night. He swallowed, looking down at his scuffed loafers. Oh, you poor thing. You must be sick with worry. Vivian cleared her throat lightly. Oh, and this is my new assistant, Vivian. Me and the animals have been busy training her. Angela looked over Vivian from head to toe with an assessing gaze. Is that right? Well, welcome to Harlow's Speakeasy then, ma'am. Ma'am. So can you keep an eye out for him? Or let me know if you hear anyone talking about a small white tiger cub? Of course I will. By the way, Sai, my cat's acting up again. Oh, the calico? You remember. Thing is, she hasn't been eating so well lately, and I wanted to ask you. My goodness, all these women certainly can talk. That took much longer than I thought it would. Well, there were a lot of people who wanted to talk with us. You never know who might have seen Momo or gotten a clue. Silas, those women just wanted to talk with you. They were flirting. Huh? No, you must have misunderstood. We're all real close. Mr. Harlow says working here is like a family. That would be a rather dysfunctional family. Silas shrugged with an apologetic air. They say you can't choose your family, right? Silas, you can't tell me you don't notice all the women here hanging off you. And they hang on me when they drink too much and need help standing, but I don't think it's late enough for that tonight. He's so oblivious. Wait, why did we come to the bar? We already talked to all the waitresses. Thought we could grab a drink before the show. Still have some time before Lord will drop off the animals. To be honest, I need to take my mind off, you know. You drink? Sure do. I like the sweet ones. Suppose I am a bit thirsty. I'll go get it for you. What do you like? Really don't know enough about alcohol yet. Just get me one of the same thing you're having. You got it. Vivian watched as a pair of dancers accosted Silas on his way to the bar. I guess it'll be a while. Ducky? Ducky? Only one person has ever called me that. I think you've made a mistake. She turned her head, prepared to rebuff a tipsy suitor. Uncle Harry? Ducky! She blinked, dumbfounded for a moment, before she leapt out of her seat and wrapped the older man in a bear hug. He chuckled, pretending to stagger backwards before lifting her up like a little girl. Ducky, it's so good to see you. I had no idea we might meet again. I can't believe it's really you, after all these years. What are you doing back here? This and that, darling, this and that. My dear Uncle Harry, it's really him. I think the last time I saw you, the war was still going on. Has it really been that long? But yes, you must be right, because look at how much you've grown up. I missed you so much. We have so much to discuss. I want to hear all about the theater world back east. Darling, before I tell you, I have a question of my own. What on earth is my precious niece doing in a place like this? I could ask you the same thing. But I asked first. Rats. Ooh, neither of these are good choices here. Let's assume that he's going to tell her parents. Therefore, visiting's the safer option. I'm just visiting. I enjoy letting off steam here, once in a while. Still a terrible liar, I see. I'm not. Ducky, what is it? If you're worried about me telling your parents, don't you fret. Your secret's safe with me. Uncle Harry's never given me reason not to trust him. Well, to tell the truth, I'm working here. Harry blinked. That is not the answer I was expecting. Then, what did you think? I don't know. Casing the joint? Wooing a lover? Seeking revenge? Sorry to disappoint you, but the truth is far more boring. I'm shocked my brother would allow you to come to such a place. You were scarcely bid freedom to sun in the garden last I knew. No, he doesn't know. You have to promise not to tell him. Not him or Mother. Harry leaned on his cane in surprise before letting out a laugh. Huh. What a firecracker you are. Under my big brother's nose, no less. You promise you won't tell? He heaved a great sigh. It wouldn't be very fair if after so many years of absence I went against your wishes, would it? You're exactly right. That would be incredibly callous of you, especially considering you never even wrote. I know. I've been a terrible uncle. Let me start anew? Yes, I'd like that. You could even visit me at work backstage. Just say the password and they'll let you in to see me. It's bubblegum. All right. You're working here. But why? You don't need the money, and there are surely more suitable places of employment for a lady besides. Vivian glanced toward the bar, where Silas was engaged in animated discussion with Marshall. I sort of ran away. You what? It was that or marry a man I didn't love, had never even met. Oh my, I had no idea, Ducky. I refused, of course, which meant I had to run away. And living on your own requires money, apparently. So I got this job. You mean to tell me the people here don't know you're Evelyn West? She whipped her head around frantically to see whether someone had overheard. No one knows, and I plan to keep it that way. I'm going by my middle name. Well, in that case, you're a smart girl. I wouldn't want you forced into a marriage. To think, Archie and Flora must be mad with worry. Vivian felt a twinge of guilt. She'd been trying not to think about how her parents must be feeling. But even so, you promise you won't tell Mother and Daddy? Heavens, no. It's not my secret to tell. And besides, I haven't spoken to them in ages. You haven't gone to see them? How long have you been back in L.A.? Vivian, I hope you like peaches. This one's real yummy. A paper umbrella adorned cocktail in each hand, Silas looked between Vivian and Henry. Harry. Harry stared dumbstruck as he evaluated Silas's tattoos. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt. Not at all. Uncle Harry, this is Silas Roan. I'm working as his assistant, actually. He trains and leads the animals in their performances. Silas, this is my Uncle Harry. Hi, how do you do? Mr. Roan, a pleasure. Thank you for taking my niece under your wing. Silas moved to button up his shirt front at his throat, but fumbled with them before giving up and gripping his forearms. I'm, happy too. She's real quick to learn. Hear that, Uncle? I'm a quick learner. Perhaps I should have taken a job years ago. I say, young man, I'm surprised it's not you up on that stage performing instead of the animals. Wouldn't you want to show off such assets? Nobody wants to see that. The guests are only there to see the animals. I just help them remember their dances. But if you make such a spectacle of your own skin, surely you'd like to benefit from it. Uncle, that's not very polite. No, that's okay. I don't mind. He looked down at Vivian, slurping her peach daiquiri through a straw. Our show is starting soon. It took longer to get these drinks than I thought. You're right. We should get going. But you'll come back, won't you? I'd like to visit longer. Harry gave her a radiant smile. revealing a row of shining white teeth and a single gold-capped canine. Of course. In fact, you'll be seeing a lot more of me. I won't tell Arch, but in exchange, you'll have to let me check in on your well-being quite often, all right? Sweet Uncle Harry. Maybe it'll be just like back when I was a little girl with him as my closest friend. It's a deal. I'd like that very much. And Mr. Roan, it was a pleasure. I'll be seeing you again then as well. Bye now, Ducky. Ducky? Oh no, he heard that. How embarrassing. It's Uncle Harry's nickname for me. I like ducks. To feed bread, sure, but to call a grown woman? On you, it's kind of cute. Her cheeks burned. It's just so absurd. I can't believe that after all of these years I would see Uncle Harry here, of all places. Why is that so crazy? My family can be a bit cautious around places like this. I would have never guessed they drink, let alone go out to parties. But he's your uncle, right? You trust him? Well, of course I do. Like a second father to me. But although I'm happy at the idea of seeing him more often, the prospect of him visiting here to check on me is a bit nerve-wracking. He rested his hand on her head, patting her hair a few times. You petting me? I'm sure he'll just be happy to know you're safe, and you're with me, so you will be. Chapter 3! Oh wait, I actually don't know how many chapters are in this game. But that's not bad. Chapter 1 was really long, so that's good to know, but give me 1 second to just check, if I can. Let me take a look real quick. 1 second. Can't tell. Oh well, that's okay. No biggie. She chewed the inside of her cheek. She applied a coat of crimson nail lacquer. Even after a second full day of searching, no one's seen or heard anything of Momo. Damn it. Her shaky hands smeared the polish on her fingertips. Not again. That's the 3rd time I've messed them up. Vivian squinted against the already harsh morning sun at the greenhouse out the window. I wonder if he'll come to breakfast. She examined her hands again against the light. God, these look awful. And none of your guys turned up anything either, Milo? None. I sent them all the way west to Santa Monica. Fuck. Vincent rubbed his temples, his lit cigarette collecting ash onto his suit jacket shoulders. What kind of sick fuck steals a baby tiger? Momo needs a special formula I developed for him to mimic his mama's milk. Maxim perked up behind his steaming cup of green tea. The girl is awake. Those dog ears of yours terrify me, you know. Someone has to ensure the dancers are on step. Man, I miss Momo. It's not the same since the little guy went missing. Stolen. Silas said no one he talked to last night at the club had seen anything either. Speaking of Sai, we should probably have breakfast and out back. Vivian strode into the room, toting a large stack of papers, which she dropped on the table unceremoniously. Oi, watch the coffee. Good morning, everyone. Vivian, always a pleasure. We're having a family meeting. Interrupting us with your diary entries is not appropriate breakfast fare. not diary entries. Fanned out her homemade flyers on the table. Sketches of a smiling tiger beamed up from the paper. We went to the club last night and asked around, and nothing turned up. I know you all really care about Silas and Momo, and I realize I just got here and I don't have that much to offer the search. But I had pen and paper, so I can do this much. Vincent fingered the flyer that had landed in his scrambled eggs. These drawings aren't half bad. Thanks. I was really obsessed with cats as a girl. So you want me to go put these up around town? Not just you. I thought we could all go. Might help Silas feel a little better. This was very thoughtful of you. Well, anyone have more important plans for the day? Milo, tell Lloyd to bring the cars around. That fast? We haven't even asked Silas yet. Kitten, you'd have a difficult time finding someone here who wouldn't drop everything for Silas, Ronan, and Momo Harlow. Are you sure you're okay to ride alone with me? What kind of question is that? I just thought maybe you'd feel better going with someone else. I've ridden alone with you before, haven't I? Yeah, but that was just a ride home after work. A commute, basically. Don't worry, I'm fine. Plus, I always keep a pocket knife in my purse, just in case. Oh, I see. That's good. Oh no, that was a bad joke. Silas, I was just joking. Sorry, that was really not funny. Ah, I get it, huh? That's a good one. No, it really wasn't. I shouldn't have said anything. I do carry a little knife, but I've only ever had to use it for opening letters or cutting ribbons. The car fell into an uncomfortable silence for a few moments before Silas spoke up. By the way, thank you a lot for making these drawings to spread the word. You're a really good artist. Oh heavens no. Cats are the only thing I'm halfway decent at. These really might help though. They do look just like him. I'm glad you think so. Hopefully someone who sees them will have some information. Oh, parking. Ooh, get it before someone else does. Silas put his hand on the back of Vivian's headrest as he put the car in reverse, biting his lip in concentration. Oh, there's everyone else up ahead. Hey, you two, over here. Maxim was already fussing with the placement of the flyer on a street post, while Dahlia and Vincent played tug-of-war with a stack of papers. Let me have them. The corner of Flowers and 6th is the most highly trafficked in this neighborhood. For cars, maybe, but think of all the pedestrians we get on Wilshire. That's the best place for them. They always bicker this much? Yeah, pretty much. Listen, New York boy, you didn't grow up here like me. I say we're taking them to... Let us do it like this. Maxim plucked the stack of papers away from Dahlia and divided them neatly in two. There. Was that really so difficult? Fine. Fine. Max, let's go over north up by Feynman's department store. Tons of people around there. The rest of the group split off. I guess that just leaves the two of us. We can start by going south? Okay. Are there a lot of people down there? Well, certainly not as many as up by Feynman's, but it is lunch hour, so people will be out and about. They began walking down the street. Silas kept close to the buildings as they walked, keeping his shoulders hunched and his head down. A car horn sounded. Whoa! Silas had jumped behind a post office box to hide. Silas, it was just a car horn. How silly of me. I thought someone was calling us. What? No, it was just a car horn, the next street over. She glanced up to find Silas's eyes roving around the street. He's acting very strange. Are you all right? Sorry, did you say something? Yes, I asked if you were all right. You've seemed a little off since we got out of the car. I'm sorry. I'm fine. Just a little antsy today, I guess. He tacked up a flyer on a street post with extra concentration as he spoke. Well, it's not like Silas is the most normal person I've ever met. That's understandable. Everyone gets cagey from time to time. I usually try not to let it get to me, though. I feel bad that you have to see me like this. Don't feel bad. I'm your assistant. I want to help. I don't want you to have to help me. You've been under a lot of stress recently. Ever since I started working for him, really. I worry about you. You worry? About me? Look there. Quite a lot more people down that way. Let's go. Wait, Vivian. I don't know if we should. Come on, hurry. The crowds will probably clear out soon after lunch hour. We have to take advantage of this rush. Wait. Silas ran after Vivian, who was already halfway down the block. Vivian, hang on. Here, this would make a great place for more flyers. Let's put them up, like a bulletin notice. Suddenly, she heard them. You see that thing? Look over there. What is that? What are they talking about? Vivian stood on tiptoes and craned her neck to look around the street. Silas, do you see anything strange? Silas stood frozen behind her, clutching the remaining flyers to his chest. He had paled so white that his tattoos appeared to jump off his skin. Silas, are you feeling all right? Passersby had begun to collect around them, murmuring in one collective hum. What on earth is going on? My God, look at those. Can you imagine being covered in that? Disgusting. You're not talking about... They couldn't be. Silas, let's get out of here. Vivian ran back to grasp his hand. Let's go, now. The crowd had expanded to 5 people deep, encircling them in a mass of onlookers. He tugged on Silas's hand. He remained motionless, his expression terrified. Huh, look at that freak. Where's the circus, buddy? You get lost looking for your next victim? Don't look, Johnny. That's a bad man. Darling, what's wrong with him? Only the sickest criminals or freaks are covered in tattoos like that, honey. Makes my skin crawl just to look at it. Disgusting. The individual mutterings grew into a cacophony. This is really bad. All of you, please get out of our way. We aren't bothering anyone. Huh, fucking freak. Look at it just standing there. Must be dumb and deaf. How can you speak that way about him? You're all horrible. Let us out immediately. Listen to the freak's girl. Whoa, can't say that bit. Sorry, skip. Oh God, that's even worse. Jeez. All right, this game is not pulling any punches right now. Okay. Right. Skip. Also, at least a good, skip. Vivian felt something brittle and taut within her snap. All of you should be ashamed of yourselves. We weren't doing anything wrong. All we want is to be left alone. Silas swayed on his feet, the sea of faces before him blending into a gray blur. His eyes refocused on his shoes. Leather lace-up Oxfords. A pair he bought with his first salary from working at Harlow Speakeasy. Stop it. Stop yelling at us. Let us through. He looked at the girl next to him, shouting back at the sea of people. Why was she here? Wasn't it dangerous for her? Huh. Watch, it's trying to think. All that ink probably bled into its brain. Ah, my ball. A small child at the front of the sea lost control of his toy, where it rolled just a few inches away from Silas's feet. No, don't touch it. Silas knelt to pick up the ball. He examined it in his large, snake-marked hand. Vivian's eyes snapped up in fear at the jostling mob, growing even more frantic. Stop it right now. Just take it from him and give it back to the kid. Silas, wait. Don't touch that. He approached the child slowly, the same gentle air he used when trying not to scare off a wild animal. I think this is yours? Silas crouched down to the little boy's eye level and outstretched the toy in his hand. The child reached for Silas's hand. Get away from that child. Stay back, you vile thing, you absolute monster. A glass bottle shattered at Silas's feet. A barrage of items then began to fall, from pebbles to food wrappings. Stop! Stop! He just wanted to help. You're going to hurt him. Ouch. I'm not going to say that line either. Yep. Bro, a piece of metal pipe flew right towards Silas' head. That's crazy. Bro, are you good? Oh no, he got hurt. Silas. Monster. Monster. Alright. Yada, 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 yada. Obviously, he's not well. Holding his bleeding temple, Silas scrambled and ran, pushing aside the bystanders. Ah! He touched me! The soles of his feet pounded against the drawings of Momo's face. The forgotten flowers were strewn all over the road, trampled and torn in the wake of the mob. Silas! Silas, wait! Vivian struggled to escape the crowd. Get out of my way, all of you! Silas! Where did he go? She kept running, barely dodging those she passed on the sidewalk. Silas, where are you? How far could he have gone? Please come back. We need to get you to a doctor. No! She looked down at her feet, where the heel from her pump had come clean off the sole. Of all times, she slumped against a building corner. I should have said something more. Something that would have stopped them before it got so bad. Her head felt light with panic and worry. Yeah, but weren't you afraid of him too at first? Aren't you still? Just a little? She shook her head furiously. That was different. I would never have to find him before something worse happens. There you are. We've been looking for you two all over. Mr. Harlow, thank goodness you're all here. I need your help. Silas, we got all of our flyers up. I want to tell the Psy guy. But where is Silas? Did he wander off? Was it a stray cat? I've told him to stop following them 1,000 times. Please, listen, it was so terrible. People saw him and they surrounded us. They were yelling the most horrible things. And then someone threw something at him, and I think he's hurt. Maxim and Dolly's expressions became grave. Vincent's and Milo's turned furious. What? Who the hell? Said people threw things at him? Take me to them, right now. Motherfuckers. It was a few blocks south, but they've probably all dispersed by now. Doesn't matter. Give me and the kid 5 minutes. Wait, stop. He said he's hurt. Nothing else matters but that right now. We need to find him first. He has no sense of self-preservation at all. That poor boy. He ran that way, but I couldn't keep up. Everything happened so fast. There were so many people, and they were all yelling and laughing at him. Her eyes brimmed with tears. She blinked furiously to beat them back. He was only putting up the flyers and minding his business. He wasn't doing anything wrong, honestly. Of course he wasn't. He's Silas. Milo kicked in the window behind him, the shattered glass littering the sidewalk. Dolly is right. You gotta look for him. We can punish the mob later, boss. Milo drove like a man possessed, barely pausing at intersections and ignoring stop signs altogether. Please let him be alright. Milo's golden eyes met hers in the rearview mirror. Don't worry, doll. We'll find him. I feel so powerless. I could have just shut those evil people up from the start. He wouldn't have gotten hurt. You really think this is the first time this has happened? Vivian gave a small gasp of surprise. The thought had not occurred to her. The way he tried to make himself so small and unobtrusive. Almost as if he was trying not to scare those horrible people. A stab of pain shot through her chest. God, he didn't even want to go near the crowd. I forced him to come with me. Look, there he is. Silas! Vincent and Maxim were already hoisting Silas up and supporting each of his arms. The collar of his shirt was steeped with blood. A cut several inches long opened on the back of his head. It's even worse than I thought. He winced and looked away. Sorry. Don't say that. You have nothing to be sorry for. Silas, it's just us. We're here. You're okay now. We're going to fix you up. Let's get him inside. Maxim and Vincent gingerly draped Silas across the leather chase. Dahlia rushed to his side with fresh linens and a basin of water. There, that should do it. Vincent undid his cufflinks and rolled up his sleeves. He sat on the tufted ottoman and examined Silas's wounds with the expert touch of a practiced fighter. Max, blah, blah, blah. Pass me the silver box. Wordlessly, Maxim handed him the silver box atop Vincent's desk. Vincent opened it to reveal an array of medical tools, antiseptics, and bandages. Vivian turned that lampshade toward him. Vivian did as she was told, and under the bright light, Vincent pulled open one of Silas's closed eyelids. He moved a finger back and forth in front of his dilated pupils. Si, can you hear me? Vivian dipped a washcloth in the basin and daubed at his forehead. As she leaned in closer, she could just make out what he was muttering under his breath. All right, he's not well. He's not well. She sucked in a little gasp. Vincent snapped the first aid kit closed. It's a concussion. Max and Doll, keep him awake and get the doctor. Milo, let's go. Where are you going? We got Si cleaned up. Now we're finding the pieces of shit who did this. His eyes, alight with barely contained fury, caused Vivian to recoil. Thank goodness he's angry with the same people as I am. Vincent and Milo swept out of the room. After waiting for the door to close, Dahlia crossed her arms and turned to Vivian. You go back to the house now. This should be family only. No, I want to stay. Like Christ you will. Maxim wrapped his long fingers around Dahlia's arm, his touch acting as a soothing balm. It is fine. You will enjoy the company. Dahlia softened imperceptibly at Maxim's intervention. All right, I don't have time. Let's call the doctor. She went to the telephone on Vincent's desk and dialed. His eyes are half open, but he doesn't seem aware. Vivian cautiously continued to dab at Silas's forehead. He did not answer. No, when does that man ever work? I know a doctor across town. He does not allow phones, but he will come if we go fetch him. Oh, the one who was treated... Maxim nodded, gently resting his fingertip on his lower lip. Dahlia heaved a sigh. But with Lloyd gone, you must take me. He lies on me. He looked up from Silas's face to find Maxim and Dahlia staring down at her. We have to go get the doctor. Which I guess has to mean that you stay here. Going to leave me here alone? What if something happens? Just keep him awake until we get back. It won't be long. I drive fast. The door shut behind them, leaving the room in silence. Silas, you're awake, right? Even though you're not talking? He blinked, or slightly inclining his head. Okay. Phew. My job is to keep you up, so... What should I do? It's not like he wants to have a conversation. Well, let's see. Would you be terribly bored if I told you some stories? He slowly blinked his assent. I can't give too much away, but it wouldn't be bad to share the ordinary stuff. I always really liked animals too. When I was growing up, my parents never let me have any pets. None at all. I begged for at least a fish or hamster, but they said it would only make me sad when it got sick or died or ran away. She began to absent-mindedly stroke his hair, the silky tendrils slipping through her fingers. His animated eyes roved her face. One day, my uncle brought me a parakeet. I was so happy. She had long blue and yellow feathers. I named her Beaky. I hid her from my parents and kept her in my playroom in a cage. But then I felt so bad keeping her locked up like that. One day, I opened the cage and she flew out the window and never came back. And then my parents found me crying and told me they were right to not let me have one in the first place. That was 15 years ago now. So I guess you could say that working with you in the menagerie was my first real introduction to the world of animals. Thank you for showing it to me. Ugh. Bleh. Bleh. Thank you for showing it to me. Vivian. Yes? I didn't realize you were so alert. You're so adorable. You're cuter than a puppy or a kitty. Vivian's cheeks flushed. What a silly thing to say. Surely he only said that because he's concussed. For real. But it made my heart pound anyway. Chat, let's be real for a minute. Hold on, I gotta say. If someone you liked said you were cuter than a puppy or a kitty, would that make your heart pound? Would your kokoro go doki doki? Because that's El Riz in my humble opinion. I don't... No, I do not think so. Mid-compliment. Just saying, just saying. Chapter 4! I would like to be called cooler than a Megazord, but no one can be cooler than a Megazord. That's true. You're right. The Megazord is pretty cool. It's nice to dream about muscled men. Okay, that's a weird way to open up a chapter. Okay, hello. This dream man's chest feels so strong and hard. She opened her bleary eyes to find herself in a strange environment. This isn't my bedroom. Wait. Ah! Bro, you fell asleep on him? Vivian, you were supposed to keep him awake. What if he actually was concussed? If he fell asleep or whatever... Okay, so, like, if you're concussed, you're supposed to keep him awake. Because then if they, like, fall asleep or whatever, it could get, like, really bad. She is not good at this. I don't... Sorry, I was mad and I right-clicked on accident. Alright, I'm not happy with Vivian right now. You're useless. She's so dumb. I wouldn't... Look, if I had to be an impromptu nurse and I had to stay awake, I would. Okay? Oh my. Vivian scrambled to get off Silas, their bodies tangled up from a night's sleep on the couch. You must have fallen asleep in here after the doctor left. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. At least the doctor came by. Okay, I was gonna be mad if that wasn't the case. Okay, the fact that we don't get to see the whole doctor thing, like we just get an automatic time skip is crazy, but okay, that's fine. Sure, I guess. Silas leapt to his feet, practically knocking Vivian back against the sofa. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch you. Careful, your head. He swayed on his feet before gripping the wall for balance. I didn't mean to touch you. It's not your fault. If anything, looks like I was the one who fell asleep on you. This is so embarrassing. Still, I'm sorry. I should never have done that. Please, sit back down. I'll get up. Is your head feeling any better? A lot, yeah. The doctor's medicine really worked. He hasn't met my eyes once. Their heads lifted at the sound of the door opening. Well, if it isn't the two cuddlebugs. Cuddlebugs? Are there insects in the room? No, Max. It's a figure of speech. Like, what was that new dance technique Milo showed us? Jitterbugs? No, I'll explain it to you later. Did you two sleep well? Good morning, Mr. Harlow. Sorry about this. I'll just be out of your way. Gone so soon? But I'm sure Sai makes a great pillow. And it's only my office. Why not continue treating it like a cheap brothel? Brothel? It was my fault, Mr. Harlow, sir. She was taking care of me so late that she fell asleep. Don't care one way about it, kid. Tell me, though, how's that head feeling? It's much better. I feel perfectly healed up. That isn't true at all. You can scarcely stand without wobbling. Silas, you must get more rest. I'm fine, honest. Vincent shrugged, circling his arm around Maxim's waist. Either way, I'm under strict orders to get you back to the house for a proper meal. But Momo, my men are still looking for him round the clock. You don't have to worry about that for now. We'll find him. Come on, Doll will have my head otherwise. Vivian hadn't eaten much the day before and felt suddenly ravenous. She resisted the temptation to scarf her sandwich, forcing herself to take smaller bites. He still hasn't looked at me. Probably feels uncomfortable with me because I fell asleep on him. Everyone was fussing around Silas, plying him with food, drinks, and games. Si, let's play some cards. It'll help your head. Huh, but you always lose at spades. I don't want to hurt your feelings even more by beating you in my weakened state. Huh, still cocky, huh? You must be mostly healed then. 98 degrees on the dot. She shook the thermometer, putting her hand to Silas's forehead despite its reading. You're not too warm. How are you feeling? Does your head still hurt? Just a little bit of throbbing. Nothing bad. I'm sure I'll feel good as new after breakfast. We aren't taking any chances. That's right. No pushing yourself today. And that is not enough food. You must recover your strength. Maxim heaped piles of eggs and several more pieces of toast onto Silas's plate. They really treat him like he's the baby of the family. Maxim is behaving just like Mother does whenever I catch a cold. She hid a smile behind her coffee at the thought of these striking individuals going through the same motions of fretful parents. Thanks, everybody, but I'm really okay. I just feel bad for putting you all through that. Especially because we didn't come any closer to finding Momo. I won't hear it again. You say that every time something like this happens, and just like every time, I'll tell you this. You don't apologize for the bullshit of some overgrown schoolyard bullies. You got that? And as for Momo, I told you, we'll find him. I have my guys out as far as Pasadena. We'll go further if we need to. Eat more. And it goes without saying, you're taking the night off. What? I don't want to skip the show. I'm perfectly fine. He took several big bites of scrambled egg. See? I can eat like normal. Yeah, doll. Let's not get crazy. We don't need to cut the animal show. We've got a lot of important guests coming tonight. One of my contacts from Vegas is particularly interested in seeing the lions. Dahlia pinched the bridge of her nose and looked across the table. He needs to take a break. At least one night so he can heal up. Max, tell him. Boy needs rest, Vincent. Says he's fine. Yeah, let Si do what he wants. Mr. Harlow said it himself. It would be bad for business to take a night off. And it's not like I do anything anyway. It's all dependent on the animals, not me. Well, that certainly isn't true. The table snapped their heads up at her interruption. You're still here? What? I live here. Forgive me for forgetting that we're harboring a runaway that Vin liked the look of. Coarse and unnecessary. All I'm saying is that Silas is wrong about it being all about the animals. They clearly rely on him to lead them because they adore him so much. She has a point. Not like any of us could get up on that stage and do what he does. Hang on. There actually is one person. Vivian, the animals really trust you a lot. And that's the most important thing to the performance. I beg your pardon? Me? Doing the animal show? Tonight? Who else better than you? Vivian's heart started pounding at the thought of being on stage. Wait, you can't possibly mean that. After less than a week on the job? No way. May not be a bad idea. You guys been watching him, after all. And he's trained her. And Si is a great teacher. Seen how he housebreaks the puppies. It's amazing. I'd prefer a different analogy, thank you. I won't take the risk. One of those critters could go mad under those lights without the right trainer. But she's honestly got the routine down. She can do it. Besides, the most important thing is that they trust their trainer, and I can tell that they really, really trust her. Alright, chat. Chad, are we gonna do this? For real? What do you think? You think we should do it? Should we take the show? Or is it gonna like blow up in our faces? What do you think? What do you think? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to like push Silas, right? I mean, he's concussed and like still recuperating and whatever. I think we should do it. I'm leaning towards doing it because he is really in no shape, as much as he wants to. But now it sounds like he's willing to, you know, not do it if she'll do it. So I mean, I guess so. I guess we could do it. I think we can do it. Let's try it. I'd love to do it. Oh, let me save. I should have saved before then. Whoops, it's a bit late for that. It's okay. Silas's face lit up. You would? I would. Really. I mean, be alive. I said it didn't make me a bit nervous, but we'll go through everything before the show. Special one-on-one seminar to prepare you for tonight. If Silas can help me, that'll make all the difference. You do that? Of course I would. Well, I guess I'd let her do it if it means not having to cancel the show. Vin, this girl is a walking disaster. I'm not interested in seeing how badly she can fuck this up. Sai will take responsibility for the girl. Won't you, Sai? Silas nodded vigorously, a half-eaten cinnamon roll in his hand. Cinnamon roll. And do you not trust in Silas's ability? Don't be absurd. Of course I do. I can do it. I'll be ready. Well then, you better get started, haven't you? I might be able to move your act to a later time slot if that'd help. That would be great. Thank you. But kid, don't think this is an excuse for you not to rest. You'll do the training while lying in bed. But no buts. So you angle the baton like this? Yes, that should work great. I just use my hands usually, but they know how to follow a baton, and it'll make it easier for you. And break in a minute. Right, okay. Then you give it a twirl so they know to rejoin their formation? Exactly. You practically got it memorized already. Well, I have been watching you very closely. Oh. That is, watching your act closely. I mean, I watch the animals closely. You're a real fast learner. Maybe hold the praise until we see how I do tonight. I'm not worried at all. Thank goodness he's staring straight up at the ceiling, or else he might see me blush. I forgot to ask. You going to invite your uncle to watch the show? Oh, Uncle Harry. In all the hubbub, I completely forgot about him. Better have kept his promise. Bet he'd love to see you perform on stage. He'll be so proud, I know it. He did give me his business card. I'll give him a call later. She fiddled with the baton, going over the motions Silas had taught her. You sure you're comfortable with everyone cuddled up there with you? Your bed seems to have gotten awfully crowded since we came in. Yeah, they're fine. The assortment of big cats, puppies, monkeys, reptiles, and birds that had gathered around the prone Silas looked up so they could understand her. They don't always like to sleep up here like this. But they can probably tell that I'm injured and want to be close to me. Oh, that's very sweet of them. I've heard that animals have a sixth sense about these things. Silas? Uh-huh. Are you really alright after everything that happened yesterday? What are you talking about? Scary. His voice practically dropped a full octave. You don't remember? Yesterday in your refinements? With all the people? Sorry, Vivian. I don't know what you're talking about. He stopped petting the panting puppy on his chest and turned his head to meet her eyes. He finally looked at me. But why do his eyes look so empty? Oh. And. Ad break means ad break. Alright, we're nuts. Alright. I will pause for water. Water break. Chat, what do we have for food today? Anybody eating anything good right now? I'm asking because I'm hungry. Hopefully you have something delicious. Or plan on eating something delicious today. I'm really excited. I have Chinese food coming. Yay! Yippee! And it's the good stuff. I was craving some soup, so I totally got some egg drop soup. That's not something I eat very often, but it's good. You know, it's probably got a bunch of food dye in it, but I'm gonna have it anyway. Sometimes, you know, you just want, like, I don't know, just a little homemade soup. Even if it's not homemade. I don't know. Soup cravings, go figure. I'm very silly like that. You guys get me. I'm sure you do. Made some potato fritters last night? Nice. That sounds good. Potato anything is good, honestly. I'll eat potatoes pretty much anyway. Except raw. I'll eat cooked potatoes anyway. Recook it and it got crisp again? Nice. That's the best part. Especially when you know. The nice thing is you gotta refry it. But hey, I mean, a little extra frying don't hurt. That sounds good. Yum. Potato. I just had some chips earlier. Potato is goat. It can be anything as long as you're creative. That's true. It really can. One of these days, I really want to make a mashed potato cake. But I don't know what I would put as, like, the filling part. Normally, people put, like, hamburger patties or something like that. And then they take the mashed potato and then, you know, make it look like a cake. But I don't know what I would put in the middle. I think steak would be pretty good. I would like steak. Once I made it into a poor man donut? Ooh. I mean, you could... Potato donuts? I mean, you could shape it into a donut. But I don't know if it would... Then that would just be a circle-shaped french fry. It was probably still good, though, I hope. Welcome back from ads. The illusion of eating a donut. Close enough, right? I get it. I get it. Try practicing the routine one more time. Oh, she changed her dress. Do not bite your nails. It is unbecoming. Can't help it. I'm so nervous. He stood with Maxim in the eaves of the stage, watching his dancers finish their arabesques. Is it your first time with such a crowd? Other than piano and ballet recitals as a girl, I've never done anything like this. Even my uncle decided to come see it. Your uncle, hmm? Maxim twirled the lock of his hair as he regarded her with a cool gaze. She looked down, busying herself with straightening the animal's collars. Would it calm your nerves if I told you Silas is watching too? I thought he was supposed to be home resting. He was, but he asked Vincent very sweetly. Like you do. Even Vincent has trouble saying no to Silas. Gonna be watching me doing his act on this stage. Just the thought makes me even more nervous. She tied the mask around her face. And next up, Harlow's Menagerie. This is a good one, folks, an act I know you're all thrilled to see. It's time. He's watching from the office. The lights are so hot and bright. Sweat beaded on her brow. Thank heavens, they're so blinding I can't even see the audience. It's like they're not even there. The animals fell in line, following her lead exactly as they were trained to do. Cheer for these critters who've hailed from the southernmost tropics of Brazil to the eastern reaches of China to be here with you tonight. She moved just as she'd practiced earlier, mimicking what she'd seen Silas do. The animals spun and gambled exactly on cue, keeping perfect time with the brass band. Silas said to just follow the animals. They know what to do. She's not doing half bad. Silas pressed his fingertips against the window, looking down on the stage, his forehead nearly touching the glass. He's doing amazing. Vivian crisscrossed between two leaping orangutans. Be like the conductor. They're the star, not you. She raised her baton and gave it a twirl. On her signal, every animal jumped and spun to the delight of the crowd. The thing is, when they're on stage, they should never notice the people watching them. How do you mean? I don't see how these animals could be smart enough to learn all this, but not to notice what's right in front of them. They're smart enough. Too smart, even. That's why I gotta stay in front of them, to keep them calm and happy. They have to think it's all just a game. But why? What difference could it make to them? I don't want them to ever realize they're only ever getting laughed at, or making people afraid. Vivian scanned the animals. They haven't noticed at all. They're having too much fun. As the animals only focus on each other and Vivian as their leader, completing flips and twirls, leaps and jumps, it was as though no one else was watching. Though the roars of the audience were deafening, the stage suddenly felt just like their practice in the menagerie. The cheers of the audience emboldened her. I may never get to do this again. May as well have some fun with it too. She began to dance along with the routine like a wild thing. The animals matched her excitement as they frolicked across the stage and clambered up the scaffolding. Oh, what a rowdy bunch we've got here tonight. Hold on, she's not following the routine. Shh, Mr. Harlow, I'm watching. That's the cue. She waved her baton in the swirling motions Silas had taught her. Like clockwork, the animals stopped their play and returned to their line formation. Bravo! Brava! What a crew they are, huh? Whole lot of fun every time. Wow, she was incredible. Looked to me like she improvised the second half. She did, but it was perfect. I couldn't have done it better myself. I don't know that I agree. Vincent lit his cigarette and looked down at Silas, still wrapped at the window. But if you're happy, then I guess it's fine. Mr. Harlow, I gotta go congratulate her. Not a chance. That wasn't part of the deal. You got to see her show, and now you go straight home to rest. But Mr. Harlow... Sign, you know Dawn will kill me if you don't go back right away. You can congratulate her tomorrow. Silas spread his fingers against the glass, watching her take her bows down below. Okay, tomorrow. Vivian collapsed on the ground in exhaustion, and the animals pounced on her in a dog pile of kisses and nuzzles. She tugged off her mask. Aw, you sweet things, you all did so well. She giggled, making sure to pet each one. Silas will be so proud of you. I should go upstairs and ask him what he thought. Miss, someone's here for you. For me? Ducky, what a marvelous show. Uncle Harry, you made it. I can't believe it. My darling niece's first job and she's wrangling lions. Stop teasing. I'm only the understudy after all. Tut tut. He tapped the side of his nose, the signet ring on his little finger glinting under the lights. The understudy is the most important role of all. Means you're trusted by both director and cast. I couldn't be more proud. You do flatter me. That's what favorite uncles are for. You're free now, my dear. We're overdue for a chat. Treat you to a drink and congratulations of a show well done. I'm sorry I didn't call sooner. Things have been rather hectic the last few days. Not your fault at all. I'm busier than I would like to be myself. So angry at Harry for leaving without saying goodbye and being gone all these years. With him here, it's like no time has passed at all, but I still feel... Believe I promised to tell you all about the moving pictures business, didn't I? Well, pictures are a whole different scene from the stage. Thank heavens for that. Theater got deathly dull after so many years. I can't believe you would abandon the theater. You used to bring me along to so many plays. All the best starlets went into pictures, Ducky. I had no choice but to follow. Vivian's heart constricted with anger, remembering the feelings of abandonment from years past. She struggled to keep her voice level. But what about before the pictures? Los Angeles theater was too boring? That why you left without a word 10 years ago? Ducky. He regarded her over his drink, his misting eyes so like her father's. I can't tell you that. I'm sorry. Please know I really am. Could have at least said goodbye. It's just a child. I know. Trust me. I know how awful I was to you. If I could do it over again, I never would have left in such a way. You can't tell me why you left? I can't. I would really like to, but I can't. Ugh, I hate crying when I'm angry. She wiped her eyes with the back of her sleeve, taking care not to smudge her mascara. Ducky, I hate seeing you upset like this. If I were to visit your parents, then perhaps the air might be cleared. He clinked the ice in his glass. Oh, I can do that. You still haven't told Mother and Daddy you're home? Not exactly. So why haven't you? Gracious, not for any strange reason. I just haven't found the time. And you know, it'd be so awkward after so many years. He's lying. Why wouldn't he tell me the truth? We used to be so close. That right. Well, at least I'm glad he won't be telling on me. I wouldn't dare. You're a grown woman, and you shouldn't be meddling in your affairs any longer. Vivian looked into her cocktail, feeling the stillness of their table amidst the buzz of the partygoers around them. Come on, it's Uncle Harry. I should get past it. Shouldn't I just enjoy seeing him after all this time apart? Tell me about the picture you're working on. Relief settled itself across Harry's worn features. Ah, my picture? Difficult to explain. Bit of a genre crosser. The film is something of a comedy, melded with a classic adventure narrative. That sounds quite interesting. How far along is it? We just wrapped filming, and editing is coming along nicely. I don't know much about the pictures, but I'm sure you're managing everything brilliantly.
How is everyone?
Wherever did you learn such a charm? Surely not my dear big brother. He took a swig of his schnapps and adjusted his timepiece. Now, I wouldn't be doing my duty as an uncle if I didn't inquire. I understand you're working here, but where are you staying? Should hope not in this neighborhood. We fudge it, because apparently he can tell when we lie, so we'll fudge it. Living in a big old converted house. There are a lot of other tenants who also work at the Speakeasy. There's never a dull moment. That's so. Well, as long as you're safe, I won't pry. Certainly lived in some sordid conditions in my younger years. It's not sordid. It's normal for people to share a house to save on rent. Sure. Your friend, great big tattooed fellow. He lives there too? Eek. No, he doesn't. I only see him here at work. They continued chatting about the intervening years, how the city had changed, tidbits of family gossip. Only once had the bar begun to thin out did Vivian realize the time. My goodness, it's nearly 3. Got to catch the driver to the house. I can give you a ride back then. Oh, but I can give you a ride back then. I can read, I swear. No. A man smoking next to them glanced over at her outburst. Excuse me, but that's really all right. I wouldn't want to put you out, and it's so out of the way for you. Well, if you're sure. Got to grab my coat before I meet him out back. I'll walk you. You left your cane here? Ah, and there it is. He strolled to the opal-tipped cane leaning against the coat check counter. He nodded to the coat check girl. And here's my ticket. It's a green tweed affair. It was far too chilly out tonight to go out in shirt sleeves. If you ever just worn shirt sleeves. And here's my tag. The attendant handed over their coats before noticing Vivian with a start. Say, aren't you the dame who's helping out Cy? Yes, that's me. I always loved Cy's shows. Was that you on tonight? Vivian puffed up with pride. Yes, I was filling in. Figures. Wasn't up to snuff compared to usual. Vivian gave a cry of indignation. The nerve! Harry consulted his pocket watch with a look of surprise. I say, it's 5 to 3. My dear, didn't you say you needed to catch a car out back? I'll deal with this girl for you. Thank you, Uncle. I haven't the time. Let's meet again soon. Sooner rather than later. Vivian raced out of the coat check, her dress billowing behind in her haste. Harry watched her turn the corner before turning to the befuddled attendant. This Cy, was it? Does it work here every night? Chapter 5. See, now, okay, pacing. We gotta talk pacing for like a minute. Okay, look, the first chapter, like the prologue was so long. Getting to the first chapter was what, like 2 hours in? And then getting to chapter 2 was like an hour after that. And we're now on chapter 5. And it's been almost 2 hours. So the first part took 2 hours, but after that, every chapter is reliably taking about an hour to go through. I get it, you know what I mean? Like, because you have to set up everything, but you could do a lot less, I guess, with it, you know? Because you want to jump into the whole point is you want to jump into the story and get to the love interest picking. But there was, yeah, the front is too heavy, like front loaded. If they could have cut a lot, actually, and you would have still had pretty much the same kind of experience. Yeah, I don't know. Just that's just my general thought right now. Maybe I'm a little hangry. And I don't know. I think I would have liked some hair color choices. You know, that would have been nice. Even if it was the same style, just a couple different color choices would have been nice. But that's a small thing, not that serious. Either, like, give me 2 things to change, or, like, nothing to change. You know what I mean? Just doing the skin tone didn't really make a lot of sense to me. As an option. But, okay, I guess. Because, you know, it's, like, not enough customization, I guess, in that way. It's nearly noon, so it's probably okay to call on him. Silas, are you awake? Oh god, he's shirtless. Why are his pecs huge? I don't think they look like that without his shirt on. Wait. Put your shirt on, Silas. I can't. Why do you look like that? That's not... Put your shirt on. Put your shirt on right now. Please. He can't... That's so unreal. This is unrealistic body standards. Skip. Okay, I guess you're still sleeping. Put your shirt on. I just wanted to check on how you were feeling, but I'll just come back later. No, he's still shirtless. Sorry, I'm not really very awake yet, but you're just the girl I wanted to see. Ah! Yes, I too would cover my eyes. My god. Don't peek! Silas, I think you may have forgotten your shirt. Huh? Forgotten it? He looked down at his bare chest. Oh, it's okay. I always sleep like this. That's not the issue. It's hot, right? Looks like it's gonna be another sunny day. I'll never get used to LA weather. No, you're wrong. It's going to rain buckets. Go put a shirt on. Huh? Really? I thought they looked more like the fluffy kind of clouds. Cirrumphilus? Well, cirrumphilus, I think they're called. Cirrocumulus, hurry up! Why does she know that? She's supposed to be stupid. Still rubbing the sleep out of his eyes, Silas stumbled back into the menagerie, looking for his shirt. Vivian peeked through her fingers at his muscled back and defined abdomen, the tattoos rippling like paintings across his skin. Really is no wonder why he's so popular at the club. Yeah, no, okay, hold on. Look at him with his shirt on, right? In his other sprite is like, talk about the Gatmoe and stuff with his redonkulous. It is redonkulous, I agree. Like, okay, so the art-wise, right? He had like really puffy pegs. And then like the other version of the sprite that we just saw, it was a little more flat. And now this looks more normal, even though proportionally, I mean, the artist just likes to draw like JoJo style proportions, I guess, with like massive shoulders. But like, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, okay, if I could play this again, I would definitely pick the Maxim route. I have to know. Maxim looks very elegant and seems very chill and like nice. I like him. We'll see how it goes. I kind of like the ones that are a little standoffish, so I'm very curious about Maxim. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I should be okay in the rain in this. Right. Oh, but hey, it's so lucky you're here. I wanted to tell you how perfect you were last night. Perfect? Don't be silly. I just got lucky that I didn't miss too many steps that people noticed. No, you were amazing. I felt like I was in a trance, like how Miss Dahlia does for people. You really think so? I know so. With Momo missing, I've been so... He waved his hands as if to indicate turbulent motions. Vivian nodded. Of course. It's so upsetting. I'll feel like that until we find him. But your show was a little burst of happy. And I like the parts you came up with on your own. How'd you get the idea to do it? Oh, that. I just got sort of carried away. Can't read. It was much more fun up there than I'd expected. Right? At first, I was an utter wreck thinking about all those eyes on me under the lights. But the anonymity of the mask made me feel so free. Yes, I'm glad you felt that feeling. It's a special thing to get to be up on stage without any of the spotlight on you. Do you think the animals had fun too? I know they did. They told me all about it when they got home. Huh, that's right. Of course they did. Sorry I couldn't stay after. Vincent and Dahlia made me come straight home, worried about the head. He pointed to the lump on the back of his head with a sheepish look. Please don't worry. I'm really just flattered you came to watch it all, especially when you're still recovering. I am sorry, though. Last night I wanted to give you something. He disappeared behind a tree, emerging holding a bouquet of tropical flowers in every color. My goodness, they're so gorgeous. Huh, you like them? I love them. They're absolutely unreal. Did you collect them in here? Yep. They're all native to right here in Mr. Harlow's greenhouse. But their plant parents actually came from really far away. Huh, plant parents. That's a nice idea to think about. Thank you so much. Can't believe he got me flowers. She inhaled their sweet scent. They smell so good. I'm happy you like them. He smiled down at her. I think that smile might be a better gift than the flowers. And I wanted to ask, would you be okay with performing again tonight? And maybe the next couple nights? At Vivian's quizzical look, he hurried to continue. Just until I'm back fully. I'm mostly all better, but the doc said the dizziness might take a few days to go away. Of course, Silas. Just until you're better, though. I think the animals will miss having you up there. Great. Vivian's eyes fell on an abandoned stuffed toy, one she had seen Momo playing with her first time in the greenhouse. Silas, I'm really sorry we couldn't get any more leads on Momo. I feel so terrible. Hey, wait, what are you feeling bad for? Not your fault. You've helped us more than probably anybody else. Still, I wish you were back. Mr. Harlow's lots of guys out searching for him, and we'll keep looking too, so we'll find him. We have to. You're right. I know we will. He rubbed the back of his head. So... Oh. You go first. You go first. Well, what were you going to say? Well, are you doing anything today? No, I don't have any plans at all. Then, want to play with me? Huh? Play with you? Like with the animals. They know tag and jump rope and hide and seek. Of course, that's what he meant. Underneath his appearance, he's as innocent as a child. Sure, I'd really like that. They lay a few feet apart on the lush grass carpeting the vast expanse of a greenery behind the Harlow mansion. The trees waved gently in the late morning light. Vivian watched the dancing shadows they cast across Silas's arms as he hoisted the puppies up in the air like they were flying. They're so cute. When did you get them? I found them tied up in a bag a few blocks down from the club. They're in pretty bad shape, but look at them now. How awful. Can't imagine what kind of person would do such a thing to a defenseless creature. What are their names? That's Gus, and that's Gilbert. The runt is Gander. Can I hold one? Here, take Gus. He's the most cuddly and adorable, just like you. His hand brushed against hers in the handoff of the small dog. She yanked her hand away on impulse. I'm sorry. What? No, it's nothing. I just was scared. I know. It makes sense after what you saw. After what I saw. Whatever is he talking about? Oh, you don't mean the other day. Okay, a flashback that I will not read to save my voice. And also, why did the food come in a box? Food. Sorry, my dinner came in a box. That's crazy. Like in a cardboard box, not in a bag. I didn't expect that. I looked down and I'm like, oh, there's a box with food in it. Hold on, skip. We didn't even need that flashback at all. We didn't need that. What was the point? Angrily sloshes drink. What? Okay. It was bad of me to think I could spend more time with you outside work. It must have been horrible for you to see all that. What is he saying? He stood up, tucking Gilbert and Gander under each arm. You can play with Gus as long as you want. He likes to lick fingers. Tell me next time I scare you, okay? I promise I won't get mad. He turned toward the greenhouse. Silas, wait. Her heart softened at the surprise in his face when he looked back at her. He knew. He knew from the start I was scared of him, and he thinks that I still am. Just now, I didn't move away because I'm scared of you. It's just that men don't usually call their women friends adorable out of the blue like that. And sometimes an accidental touch can be a bit surprising. Silas cocked his head, and Gilbert nipped at his shirt sleeve. So we're friends? We are. At least I thought so. Yes, we are. We are friends. He flopped back down on the grass next to Vivian, the wriggling puppies clambering over his thighs. Thank you for sitting in the sun with me like this. Her heart gave a jolt. A nod was all she could muster in response. But you'll tell me if I ever scare you, right? Again with this? You won't. But Vivian, you don't know that for sure. I scare everyone else. That's ridiculous. No one at the house or the club is scared of you. Not anyone that knows you, anyway. Gus protested with a mule as Silas stopped his expert head scratches. This one does a puppy mule. A puppy doesn't mule. A puppy barks. Or whines. Puppies whine. Not anyone that knows me, huh? Did he not like that I said that? He turned to her with a beaming smile. Then I'm lucky I know you. Ah, that's cute. That's kind of cute. One sec. Let me just look at my food real quick. Just for a minute. Oh, that's a small soup? I ordered a small soup, but it's a lot bigger than I thought. Yippee! Soup! I'm gonna need that after today. Is it just me? Or does it feel louder than last night? I don't think so. Maybe your ears are just adjusting from the tiny puppy noises today? Huh, maybe. I somehow feel much more nervous to perform tonight than yesterday. Vivian averted her eyes from Silas and fidgeted with her hands, betraying her nervousness. What if I can't pull off the show a second time? Beginner's luck is real. Vivian, are you okay? Yes, sort of. Actually, no. Not really. I'm rather anxious about performing again. We have some time. You can rest a bit first. Oh, I know. I can get you a booth to stay in. That usually calms down Milo and Mr. Harlow, but they usually have a dancer or waitress join them. Sure they do. I'd rather not be alone. Can we relax together a bit somewhere? You want to have a drink? This is absolutely delicious. It is. Marshall always makes them the best. Thanks, Si. The curl of lemon floating on the surface of their matching sparkling pink cocktails glinted in the dim lights. Vivian's hands shook slightly as she raised the glass to her lips. If you're too nervous, I can do the show tonight. I noticed. But you're still injured. You can walk around and be up and about just fine. The doctor expressly said no bright lights and heavy exertion. Wait, should you even be drinking? Silas's eyes went wide. Said that he set down the stemmed glass. Probably not. Don't tell Mr. Harlow. Or Miss Dahlia. Or Mr. Yurov. Milo's probably okay. Vivian giggled. I won't tell anyone. You want a virgin side? Oh, what? Silas blushed scarlet. Vivian suppressed another laugh. It's a cocktail without the booze, fella. Oh, then yes, please. Well, anyhow, I think you'll be fine. You did so well last night. You were a wonder. I was so happy I got to watch you. Well, that's what makes it so scary. I messed up yesterday. No one would have been surprised. Now, though, Mr. Harlow and Dolly will be disappointed if I don't do as well. No, don't worry. They won't be disappointed. They'll be angry. That's worse. It kinda is, huh? Alright, Chad. Is disappointment or anger worse? Which one is worse? Me, personally, I think disappointment is worse than anger. Honestly, that's what I feel. You know, just, parents doing their parent thing. Hate that. She took another deep swallow of her drink. Marshall, I'd like another, please. You got it. Here's your mocktail, Si. My situation here is already hanging by a thread as it is. The alcohol does help the jitters. I feel less anxious and more fuzzy. I don't know how you go up there every single night. It's scary, living up to those expectations. Well, might be a little different for me. It's a lot better than my old job. But sometimes I do get nervous. I call those the spookies. So then what do you do when you get the spookies? I play some more with the animals. That usually helps her remind me why I like doing their show. Huh. A very sideless answer. Disappointment lingers, unlike anger that goes kaboom in a moment. Yeah, I feel the same way. I think with disappointment, it's stickier because then disappointment leads to guilt, right? With anger, you can kind of brush it off, but if someone's disappointed, you'll always feel bad. Anger, you're less likely to feel bad, I feel like sometimes. Especially if you feel you're justified with whatever it is you're doing. He cocked his head. A me answer? You just live for those animals, and they feel the same for you. And that love really shines through in your act. On both sides. I don't know that I have the same gift. Oh no, she hiccuped. Oh, she dronk. Silas furrowed his brow as her shoulders slumped toward the bar top. Oh, she dronk. Let's get you some fresh air. We still have half an hour. Can you get sober in half an hour? I don't even know how that works. I don't think you can. I thought you were taking me outside. This isn't fresh air at all. It smells like stale cigar smoke and cheap perfume. I only thought you might get too cold outside. Your dress is kind of light for this time of year, even in LA. He parted back the curtains and helped her steady herself into the booth. Vivian tipped her throat back to get the last drops of her cocktail. Drinking is so much fun. It sure is, but I think maybe you've had enough now. Did I see my innocent-hearted niece dive into this booth with a man? Uncle Harry, you're back. Well, I have to keep an eye on my favorite animal wrangler, don't I? Now as for you, old boy. He crammed himself into the booth next to Silas. My darling girl here is as pure as the driven snow. Do you understand me? Yes, she likes winter. Here he is, embarrassing me just like Daddy would. Uncle, don't be crass. This is Silas. You remember that from the other night, don't you? Do I ever? Yours is not a forgettable countenance, my friend. A pleasure, sir. Harry squinted at the part in Silas's hair that showed the healing cut. Got into his fist fight, eh, pal? Well, that's to be expected. I'm sure it's nothing you're not used to. Indeed, I shudder to imagine how the other fellow looks right now. Vivian winced at his boisterous laugh. Actually it wasn't... Oh no! POV name. They didn't fix this yet? Hold on. Good job. I'll send it to the dev team. I'll be nice. It's so odd to see these two talking. Ugh, feeling dizzy. Uncle, have you still not told Mother and Daddy you're back in LA? Not now, Ducky. Listen up. I don't want to dawdle. How would you like to be in my picture? Me? I'm flattered, but I'm hardly a trained actress. Darling, I wasn't talking to you. How much have you plied her with drink? No one has plied anything. I'm fine. Wait, you're talking to me? Yes, you, old sport. Silas watched Vivian regretfully, seeing her sway in the booth with a silly smile on her face. She only had 2 drinks, but maybe that wasn't such a good idea. I thought it would relax her. Mom always had a drink before a show. Never mind that. You were made for the screen. Maybe not at birth, but at some point, someone made you so. Silas's knuckles clenched white around his glass. What? Silas? Be in your movie? Why not? He'd be a star. Thank you for the offer, Vivian's uncle, but I'm happy with the job I have now. I'm not so sure he would have much fun doing that. He can... hiccup. Be just a teensy bit shy. Come now. You can't tell me this big guy looks the way he does and is shy, covered in tattoos like that? Uncle, that's not very polite. It's okay, Vivian. He's right. Listen here. As long as you have those filthy things on you, why not make some good dough off it, huh? What is happening right now? I really don't think he has interest working in showbiz like that. Can't you let him speak for himself? He's capable of normal speech, isn't he? Let me make you into something worthwhile. A star. Really now. I won't. What's that now? Speak up, my boy. I won't do it. Not for any amount of money. Silas stared into his forgotten mocktail, the ice long melted. Harry twisted his signet ring and squinted as though watching from a great distance. I did that kind of thing before, and didn't like it very much. I'm trying to help you. This is an opportunity you're lucky to get. No one in your condition should ever refuse a helping hand. I can make all the pain of those hideous marks worth it to you, so much so that you may even want to add more. You considered tattooing your face next? Uncle, you should leave. Vivian tried to stand and immediately staggered. Vivian! Ducky! Are you all right? Harry pulled Vivian up and dusted off her shoulders. We've really got to teach you to hold your liquor, darling. I'm sorry. I don't think I can do the show. That doesn't matter. I just want to make sure you're okay. But the doctor said the show would make you dizzy. I'm nowhere near as dizzy as you right now. But your head. Silas gave her a smile that shot through her dulled senses with its open kindness. I care more about yours. Coming right up, Harlow's Menagerie. I've got to run. Vivian's uncle, could you please get her home? Vivian, I'll check on you as soon as I get back home. It's Harry, old sport, and you can count on it. Ugh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Just not on the shoes, dear. Through this way. That's a good child. Why is drinking so fun but so hard? Said anyone ever, I guess? Wouldn't know. Don't drink very often. Honestly, I stopped drinking. Alcohol don't taste that good anyway. Sips fake drink. Your QKWING is really weird to pronounce. What do you say for that? What is the gender neutral term for that? I think, do people just say royal? Either that or sovereign. Sovereign's pretty good. I like that as a term, but it is very long to type, so I don't blame you. You know, it's not as colloquial, you know? Sovereign's too long. I guess royal is fine. I don't know. Anyway. Takes us all experts years of practice. You'll get there someday. Blig. Oh, she vomited. Nicely done, Ducky. You waited to reach the gutter. Oh, she made it. Good job. Taxi. I thought you were taking me home. Oh, Ducky, sorry about that, but I'm such a fan of your friend, I can't bear to miss his show. You understand, don't you? Wow, this uncle sucks. Ugh, I feel awful. Just the dame? Yes, that's right. Here you are. That's enough to take her back, plus a hefty tip to ensure you don't lay a finger on her. Got it. Hop in. Vivian folded herself into the car, feeling her stomach churning and head throbbing. See you soon, Ducky. Vincent took a deep swig of the amber brandy in his right hand and consulted his pocket watch in the other. Nearly one. Did you enjoy the animal performance tonight? Of course. So I did it. Did it. The dancer lounged on the chase, reading a thick Russian tome. Their eyes met over the pages, and Vincent strode to him with a sigh. Maxim silently moved to make room for him and stretched out his leg expectantly. Vincent began kneading the dog. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this fetish content? Stop. Oh, no, wait. But what of last night? Some of the dancers saw the show and were surprised by the girls' work. Were you pleased? Pleased enough. My nose were perfect, like they always are. I could take or leave the girl. But you must agree that Silas did well in training her. None of us could have stepped in as she did. Mr. Harlow, sir, are you available? It's open. Evening, sir. Evening, Lloyd. Everything all right down there? He continued to massage Maxim's feet, causing him to arch his back and sigh. Lloyd shifted his gaze uneasily about the rest of the room. Well, sir, you see, after the animal show, the boys and I got them packed up in the truck. From what I heard, they were safe and sound in the back, sleeping by the noise of it, but But what? Spit it out. Well, a few of the animals went missing. Vincent bolted to his feet, toppling his drink and Maximum in the process. What did you just say? A few more animals went missing, sir. They were all accounted for just after the show. By the time they all got back home, there were 3 less than we'd started with. It was a monkey, a puppy, and an alligator, they said. A broken carafe lay in pieces on the opposite wall. Fucking Christ. Vincent. Vincent wheeled around to face the door, his hair falling into his forehead. What of the girl? Girl? Vivian, my newest hire and size assistant. Bottle blonde. Where the fuck is she? Oh, her. I haven't seen her since the show. Mr. Harlow, I had no idea about any of this, honestly. I know you didn't. Tell the drivers to make the rounds all night, as long as it takes. With a tiny nod and a deep bow, Lloyd hurried out of the room, closing the door behind him. Fuck. Another glass shattered against the wall. Those poor things. What could have happened to them? I think I might have some idea. Chapter 6. Do you think do you guys have an idea about what's going on right now? Also, I love that we just got a shot of the ceiling. That's crazy. But like what do you think? What do you think is going on with the animals? Who's kidnapping all the animals? Do you think it's someone who doesn't like Vincent? Or is it Silas trying to free the animals or something? What do you think? I'm leaning towards somebody. Must be aliens, I have no idea. I think more than likely it's got to be someone who doesn't like Vincent and like wants to get back at him, right? But then the question is how do you kidnap animals like that quickly in that way? Like, you got to be kind of slick to do it. So I don't know how they would do it if they're always surrounded by people, you know? But it's interesting. My guess is it's probably someone who doesn't like Vincent because, you know, he's a criminal bar owner, da-da-da-da-da thing. Alright. I'm good now. I had some soup. Yay, soup. Okay. Right. So Bert and George, you take Wilshire south to Slauson. Danny, you'll be between Los Feliz and Broadway. Yawn? She rubbed her aching forehead and squinted at the ceiling. Michael, you're going to be stationed in front of the greenhouse as extra security. Simon, you flank the front gates, just in case. I feel awful. Why are they talking so loud just outside my window? I don't ever want to drink again. Why do people do this? That's how I feel like most people feel after they've had like a not great night of drinking. Everyone else, I don't care who goes where, but I want coverage from Van Nuys south. Is it Van Nuys? I don't know. I don't live in LA. I don't care. South of San Pedro and from Santa Monica east to Pasadena. I think that's really far, actually. I think that's far. I don't know that much about LA. And as many check-ins as you can to either me, Doll, or Milo. I need to get a cup of coffee for my head. Vivian got out of bed, bracing herself against the wall as she made her way to the door on unsteady feet. I need to ask Silas how last night went. When she pushed on the doorknob, she found it wouldn't budge. Did they lock her in her room? She's probably prime suspect number 1, that's why they locked her in her room. What on earth? How did this get locked? Oh, hey, Doll, you're up. Your snores are pretty cute. Chat, do you believe in snores being cute? Because I don't think that's possible. I don't think snoring can be cute. Just saying. I really don't think so. I'm right, right? Milo, what are you doing outside my door? You have a key to unlock it? Good morning, Milo. How are you today? You look awfully handsome for being kept up all night by a set of twins with a penchant for... Not funny. Let me out this instant. Sorry, doll, but these are direct orders from the boss. From Mr. Harlow? Why would he order such a thing? Vincent's voice rose up from the driveway outside. Here are the descriptions of my missing animals. A tufted capuchin monkey, about yay high, answers to the name of Sunny. Vivian's heart sank. Not more missing animals. That can't be. I gave Sunny a bath only yesterday. Happened last night. We're all shaken, but Si's a total wreck. She rushed to throw open the window. What's going on out here? What's this about more animals missing? The cluster of suited men, all Harlow employees, stared up at the interruption from the third story. Oh, look who it is. How good of you to show up, Miss Vivian, our guest of dubious origin. Ooh, boss, who's the dame? What a looker. Maybe I ought to invite her down and... Shut the fuck up, both of you. Stare your dirty-ass shoes. Every man's head snapped down toward the ground. Don't you dare lift your heads till I've said so. Mr. Harlow, can you please explain to me what's going on? Why am I shut up in here? What happened to Sunny? The answer to your first question you should be able to design on your own, and the second you would know least as well as I. What's wrong with him? Is he insinuating something? What exactly are you trying to say? I have no idea what any of this means. I just want to help find Momo and Sunny. Not just them. A puppy and alligator got snatched too, Gilbert and Lefty. His voice carried easily up the building, resonating through the garden. No, this can't keep happening. Vincent's voice floated through the window. All right, boys, where was I? 3 more gone, and still no updates on Momo. Vivian held her hand to a rapidly rising and falling chest. She reached for the side table to right herself, sending the lamp clattering to the floor. Vivian, you okay in there? She splashed cold water on her face, cupping the liquid in her hands and letting it seep through her fingers before dousing herself again. She dried her face with a fluffy washcloth. What sort of a sick person could kidnap animals? And for what reason? Looking at her reflection in the mirror, she parted her hair and smoothed out its tangles. Silas is probably so devastated that he can't even leave the greenhouse. You look good even first thing in the morning, huh? Vivian dropped her hairbrush into the sink with a clatter. Is that a chatter? Whoops. Ah! How did you get in here? I have a key, of course. Now come on. Boss wants to talk to you. That is unacceptable. Even I don't have a key to my room. Bro, imagine not having a key to your own room. That's pretty crazy. But okay. Sit. He's not calling me kitten. That could be very good. More likely, very bad. So you know what kind of situation we're in. Yes, it's despicable and shocking, to tell the truth. Zed. Was playing with them just yesterday.
It's delicious waffle bowl hat.
Thank you for eating the can. We'll have to keep looking, and perhaps tighten security. We won't do anything. Vincent took a long drag of his cigarette. Dahlia nudged the ashtray toward him just in time for him to tap its refute. So fascinating, Vivian, how as soon as I take some unknown girl into my home and business, things start to fly off the rails. They can't be accusing me, of all people. Mr. Harlow, sir, I think I know what you're getting at. There's clearly been some sort of misunderstanding. No, you've gotten away pretending for too long. And I let it slide because you're an earnest little thing. You've got a nice ass, and Si likes you. But now, I don't give a damn. Who the fuck are you, Vivian? I know that's not your real name. What do I say? Can't get outed as Evelyn West. Please, listen to me. I'm not pretending. I need this job, and I would never do anything to hurt the animals. I love them. Like hell you do. Excuse me? Who are you two to say who I am or what I feel? Vincent slammed his hand down on the table, rattling the china and sloshing coffee into saucers. I bring you into my fucking home, you work with my fucking pets, and everything goes to shit. I don't play nice when things of mine are taken. Vivian shot Milo a pleading look, but he remained absorbed in examining his fingernails. Well, Milo's kind of an asshole. Or maybe he just thinks she's guilty. I don't know how I feel about this right now. There's no what? She don't got means. Motive maybe, but no means. This is stupid. I'm mad about this already. Sorry, they're being terrible at playing detective. We'll give you one more chance. First, what happened to the animals? I really don't know what happened to the animals, I swear. Enough. Second, who are you? I'm Vivian East. East? And I'm a West. Eep. No, it's true. My last name is East. Please don't let me get caught. And where might this Vivian East come from, Right here, Los Angeles, from the south part. Name one neighborhood on the south side. South Hollywood? Christ, kitten, you can't come up with a better lie? He stood to leave, Dahlia following suit. Kid, put her back in the room. Don't let her out till I say. Suppose all this possessive language is period appropriate. The average heterosexual relationship in this era is essentially light DS. Yeah, probably. I gotta think about that. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Eh. What? You can't just lock me up. Where's Silas? Si? He's been crying his eyes out all morning. He doesn't have time for your bullshit either. No, he wouldn't let you do this. Ask him. He'll vouch for me. Upsy daisy. Milo easily lifted her over his shoulder. Oh, dude. It's cartoonish. But okay. Up the stairs. Milo, put me down this very instant. Milo only chuckled as he carried her upstairs. Enjoy the cage, kitten. I hear the amenities are wonderful. What damn you, Vincent Harlow, accusing me of kidnapping? Milo played peekaboo with a chimpanzee dangling from a tree branch. He likes rock, paper, scissors, too. You don't have to pretend to be okay in front of me. I know it's all fucking horrible. Thanks, Milo, but it's not for you. I don't want the animals to see me sad. He shook hands with the chimpanzee, who cried out appreciatively. Oh, ad break? I'll skip it. We'll skip it. Skip the ads. Look at me, not taking money because of the narrative. Narrative's good. Narrative's good. They're sad their friends are missing too. For now, we're gonna find them. You know, the boss gets the most things he puts his mind to. Oh, the boss gets most things he puts his mind to. And every single Harlow man is on the case right now. Uh-huh. I want to help more, though. They're kind of useless in the greenhouse. Milo's face softened at his friend's despondent tone. But the boss said you had to stay here. For your own safety, Si. He didn't add after what happened with the posters, but he didn't need to. Silas remembered perfectly. Still, it's silly for him to want to keep me in here. It's not like I'm the only one who's gonna get kidnapped. You know he worries about you a lot, though. That's why he even canceled the animal show. First time it's been called off since I joined. Feels strange. It is strange. These are strange circumstances. Momo, I understand. He's an angel, but who the hell wants to steal a monkey and an alligator? Silas petted the tortoise crawling past his feet. Huh? Wouldn't anyone want them? To sell, maybe. Most people prefer normal pets like cats or dogs. Silas fingered the toy mouse in his pocket. The one Momo had always played fetch with. Now I find out what that mouse is for. Frickin' 5 hours in. Bro.
Nice to meet you. I'm Milkshake.
Yes, hello, Milkshake. I don't get people. Yeah, me neither. The chimpanzee, annoyed by Milo's distraction, tugged at his sleeve. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Damn it, he won again. Do you teach them to cheat? Chimp grinned, turning to Silas for approval. Nope, he's just smarter than you. No way, I want a rematch. Hey, Milo? Yeah? Did he really lock Vivian up, too? Yeah, he did. It's one thing to punish me, but her. You're not getting punished. You're being protected. Vivian's being kept in her room for lying to the boss and Doll. She said she was from South Hollywood. You believe that? What, is that far away or something? No, Sai, it doesn't exist. I don't know, maybe she's really from somewhere called South Hollywood. I highly doubt that. Listen, Milo, can you do me a favor? How did everything get so twisted up? She picked up the book she was reading and threw it as hard as she could against the wall. It landed with an unsatisfying thud. Damn it all, especially that despicable Vincent Harlow. I think he would accuse Evelyn West of all people of masterminding something so sinister as these animal disappearances. Alright, animal disappearances are not that sinister, let's be real, come on. But, I get where she's coming from. Because the animals are precious babies. And Silas, does he suspect me too? He's angry with me. I don't know what I'd do. I wish I could see him now. Vivian rolled over to catch a glimpse of the greenhouse from her bedroom window. She suddenly felt very tired after last night's fitful sleep. A soft knock at the door roused her. How long was I out? Who's there? It's me. Silas? She sat up to find Silas leaning against the doorframe, holding 2 plates of spaghetti. How did you get in here? You hungry? Hope you like Italian. That's what they had in the kitchen tonight. I had to be quick so I wouldn't get caught. I love Italian food, but what are you doing here? I don't want you to get in trouble on my account. Don't worry about that. If I get in trouble, it'll be on my account too, since Mr. Harlow told me he wanted me to stay in the greenhouse. He did? But why? Silas shrugged, the pasta precariously tilting in their dishes. Worried about me getting in danger or hurt, I guess. He really does dote on you, but I understand why. They want you to be safe. Ad break in a minute, in which I will have more soup during ad break. I like Mr. Harlow a lot, and I respect him. He helped me out a bunch when we first met. But I don't listen to everything he says. Plus, I wanted to see you. The spaghetti nearly slid off the dishes in his excitement. Vivian leapt up to gently take the plates from him. I'm glad you came. Here, let's sit down. He flicked on the switch. Are you hungry enough to eat this? They've been setting up plenty of food, but I always have an appetite for pasta. Me too. I almost always have an appetite for pasta. I love pasta. Noodles are so good. I love noodles. Vivian twirled the spaghetti around her fork and took a bite. It's delicious. Right? Right? I love the way the cooks here make it. It's Momo's favorite. Fell into silence for a few moments. I only just met Momo recently, but I still fell head over heels for him. Can't imagine how it must feel for you. I've had him since he was a baby. His eyes hadn't opened yet, and he was only 2 pounds. Did his mother give birth here? I haven't seen a grown-up tiger. No, we don't do any breeding here. We rescued him from a circus. We have lots of animals. We save them when we can. Are they treated poorly? Never mind. I shouldn't have mentioned anything. I see. Then I'm thankful that you've been able to rescue so many. Vivian noticed his pasta still sat untouched. She hurried to change the subject. So how did you get in here, anyway? Oh, Milo gave me the key. I tried knocking, but I didn't want to wait in the hallway so long. Hope you weren't too surprised. No, That's quite alright. Would have been far worse for you to get caught outside my door. Just woken up, though. Probably looked frightful. Ah, the ads!
Welcome Dizzy
Yes,
underscore
Speakeasy
Kit.
round 2! And now that we are in ads, I'm going to have some soup. I don't know how I feel about the story in general right now. It's just, don't get me wrong, I'm fine with the whole missing animal story, but it's, there's no stakes, man. There's no stakes. The universe feels like it needs better stakes. Like, you chose a time frame. Seem to be loving hating this game. Yeah, I love hate is really the word for it. Honestly, the world is so good. Like 1920s LA is with, like, you know, this prohibition era. The prohibition era in general has so much going for it that where, like, it has natural tension just built into that time frame, that culture and everything like that. And then we're here with missing animal mystery, you know? It's missing something. The plot. I don't know, man. It just could have gone a different way. I'm really glad I didn't get a game key for this, and I actually paid money for it, so now I can actually say thanks. Normally when I get a game key for a game, I try to be really charitable with it. As best as I can. I do the best I can to be nice. But sometimes criticism is warranted, so yeah. Like that one game, there was one game I played that was very bad. It was, the UI was rough. What was it? I think it was Unseen Land? Yeah, that one, yeah, no. I tried it. It was, no. Okay. Hopefully these two, I think this is a romance portion now, so hopefully we're getting there. I don't know. You think they're gonna smooch, chat? Let's see. It might happen. We'll see. Despite Silas's attempts at normalcy, she could sense an overwhelming ache in him. I need to make sure he knows it wasn't me. Silas, I know it's painful to talk about, but I have to say it. I was so sorry to hear about Gilbert, Lefty, and Sunny too. The idea of something bad happening to them and Momo, it kills me. Welcome back from ads. My bad. Sorry, I read a little bit. It's okay. Silas looked up in surprise. I know Mr. Harlow and Dahlia suspect me of having something to do with it, but please, you have to believe me. I would never hurt them. I believe you. Vivian felt as though she had come up for air after a long spurt underwater. You do? Of course I do. Seen how you treat them and how much they like being around you. They wouldn't trust you if you were someone who could do something bad like that. Silas believes me. Thank you. Been tearing me up inside, worrying that you might think less of me. I promise, none of us think any less of you. He's always considering the animals. They'll find him. Mr. Harlow is crazy enough to send out troops over the whole city. Something has to turn up. I sure hope so. It's been really hard sleeping without Momo. Vivian began to reach across the table, then wavered. Anyway, are you also going crazy all cooped up? Goodness, yes. I can't stand it. I knew it. You don't seem like the type to enjoy sitting still. Not in the slightest. I was a complete terror as a child. Could never sit down and focus on my schoolwork. I'm sure you were cute. You're trying to flatter the younger me. Sure I am. I'll tell the teacher I want to sit next to my friend Vivian. Oh, huh. You think we would have been friends? No, we wouldn't have been. Pardon? Ooh, let's see. What? Now he's acting strange again. He was already standing up, digging through the bookshelves. You looking for something? Found it. He brandished a dusty wine bottle, blowing on the label to reveal its year. Wow, 1906. How did you know that would be in there? I've been living here for weeks and I hadn't noticed a thing. Mr. Harlow likes to keep at least one bottle in every room. I figured yours would be no exception. There should be glasses somewhere on here, too. Ah, there we go. Can you drink now? Sure can. All cleared by the dock. Still feel a bit woozy from my overindulgence, but a sip wouldn't hurt. He poured them each an ample splash, stacking their empty plates to the side. To finding your animals. To finding our animals. They clink glasses and drink. Wish I could be out helping right now, but Mr. Harlow would be furious if he knew I left the greenhouse. That doesn't seem very fair. They're your animals just as much as his. No, he's probably right. He'd be just as useless out there, as you saw. You're not useless. You're just about the only thing that everyone here can agree upon. It'd be a snarling, bickering mess if it weren't for you. And the animals adore you more than anyone else. And Silas looked straight at her. She felt herself sinking into his amber stare. I also have relied on you quite a lot since arriving here. He suddenly became very focused on swirling the burgundy liquid in his glass. It's been nice having a helper. I never knew what it was like to work so close to a human person before. I feel really lucky you came here and chose me. She took a swallow of wine, feeling the pleasant dry warmth fill her throat. You finished that yet? No, just took my first sip. No, that book over there. He nodded toward the forgotten tome on her bedside table. Oh yes, I read it six times through, cover to cover. It's one of my favorites in school. Me too. My mama read it to me when I was small. Well, she had excellent taste in books. Will you tell me more about her? You really want to know? He nodded. Well, okay. Where to start? Mama got the tattoos in the first place to support me. She was taking care of me all by herself in the Philly slums when I was born. She said she got tired of making $7 a week in a textiles factory. Turned around, got a few drawings on her, and bam, just like that, she started making $100 a day. Wow, it's incredible. She must have really cared about you to do that. She was the best, the most fun mother I ever knew. We were thick as thieves, us two. He gestured widely with his hands, his movements growing more animated as he spoke. We saw the whole country. I'd been to every state and a few countries in Europe by the time I was 10. Mama was in pretty high demand. Sometimes she'd even do private viewings for wealthy people, high-up people like dukes and duchesses. How glamorous. So was she really tattooed from head to toe? Uh-huh. Even her face had markings. She must have really liked them. No, she hated them. What? Then why would she do such a thing? They were a necessary evil, I think she called them. She always wanted an ordinary life, and tattoos make those kind of tough. He laced his fingers and cradled the back of his head. The paws stretched out between them, and Vivian felt that he wouldn't go further. If she hated them so, why would his mother allow him to tattoo himself, too? Somehow that doesn't feel okay to ask. But maybe I could ask something else. Ooh. These are two of the same question, phrased particularly differently. One or two in chat, you think? One or two. One for the top, two for the bottom. I'm leaning towards two, actually. Two has weird implications? Does it? I gotta think about that. Okay, so we know that he's from the circus. So I mean, he's always a it's a far more interesting question. I feel like it is a far more interesting question. I agree. Because, you know, you could brush off like you could kind of like give a pithy answer for the first thing, right? If someone says, "Why do you like animals so much?" You'd be like, "Well, I grew up with them in the circus or whatever," and that's the answer. But why do the animals treat you like one of them? I think is much more interesting. Unless he says something stupid like, "Oh, it's because I raised most of them and yada yada or whatever." I don't know. Let's see. Oop. Wait a minute. Go back. That's not what I asked. That's not the question. What made you get along with animals so well anyway is not the question. Alright, now I'm angry. Hold on, just for that. Angry toggle. That's a sad toggle. Where's the angry toggle? Wait, where's the angry toggle? Wait. Wait. Bait and switched. We angry. What the heck? That is not the same damn question. Ridiculous. How dare you? Game, how dare you? What's the answer? You can tell me it's because I grew up in the circus. Get along? How do you mean? Oh, there you go. Okay, okay. Alright, I take back my anger. It's fine. You know. Wait, now, wait. No, now we just asked the same... We just asked two questions the same way. Wait a minute. So that was a non-choice. Nope, I'm angry again. Yeah, illusion of choice. Now I'm mad again. What the hell? Game? How dare you? They were just always around. Okay, that's not an answer. That's a worse answer than the circus. Fire Emblem level social options. So the reason you know so much about animals is that you grew up training them. I hate this. I hate this as an answer. Get out. Huh, that's funny. Training them. No, they were just my friends. Like classmates, kind of, since I never went to normal school. Catching strays. All these aspects of life you're talking about are foreign to me even now. I can't even imagine your childhood. It's so different from my own upbringing. Really? What was yours like? My childhood? I believe this is the first time I've ever been asked that. You paused for a moment, biting your fingertip. Silas swung his face to look out the window with a cough. What do I say? I think I can trust Silas. I cannot afford to trust anybody as a West. My childhood was also unusual. I didn't want for anything at all, but I knew nothing of the world around me, or even my own parents sometimes. I felt that outside was a strange and exciting place, and I wasn't allowed anywhere near it. There's not a single choice in my life that wasn't decided for me, arranged down to the last detail, whether in education, or clothing, or food. Didn't have any siblings, or friends, or pets. She spoke in a rush, as though a river had come undammed. My Uncle Harry, who you've met, shouldn't be whom you've met, was my biggest playmate. Daddy was too busy with work. Mother had to run the house and make social calls. But when I was a girl, my uncle visited me all the time. He always had a new toy or game for us to play. He was the only one who let me climb trees. When he moved to Chicago, I cried for a month. Why did he move away? I don't know. No one ever told me. Didn't even know he was leaving until after he was gone. He'd call on my birthdays and sent me letters, but meeting him at the Speakeasy was the first time I'd seen him in person in years. You angry with him? Angry? No, you'd never be angry with Uncle Harry. Wait, maybe that is what I'm feeling. But maybe I am. I'm overjoyed he's in my life again, but it all feels a little too good to be true, you know? After so many years of leaving me behind. If I'd been allowed to choose my friends, or have a dog or cat, perhaps things would have felt different. It sounds lonely. It was, very much so. And our childhoods weren't really so different then, huh? I suppose you're right. It's nice learning more about you. I've never done this before. I haven't either, now that I think of it. Say, Silas? Yeah? What do you want for the future? Like after I get Momo and the others back? Yeah, or even later. Do you want to live here forever, working for Mr. Harlow? No. Vivian laughed. That was fast. It's not like I don't like it here. I like Mr. Harlow and everyone else, but I'm a little tired of stages and spotlights. No dog. Sad. He tipped the bottle vertically over her glass, trying to get the last drops out. I've pretty much been in show business my whole life. Tuckers you out after a while. For me, it's also new and thrilling, but after so long, I can see how it would get tiring. Is something you want instead? Instead? He cocked his head like a puppy. You know, what you'd want to do when you leave here. Nope, there's nothing. She grabbed his hand from across the table. He flinched at her touch, but didn't pull away. There must be something you really want to do. What I really want will never happen. That's okay. Your dream doesn't have to be realistic. Some people want to be famous film stars, or athletes, or even the president. I'd really like to have a baby. A human one of my own, not a pet. Vivian spluttered into her glass. Bro, he just wants to be a dad. I mean, okay, sure, I guess. But it'll never happen. So it's okay. You can laugh. No, I wasn't laughing, just surprised. Vivian, it's okay. It's funny. Mama told me you need to fall in love to have a baby, and no one's ever going to fall in love with me. Vivian felt like her heart was splintering into hundreds of thin shards. That simply isn't true. It isn't? Not in the slightest. You're very lovable. Vivian's face flushed scarlet. I think I've had enough wine. You don't seem affected at all. I'm lucky I don't ever get drunk. Like I believe that. Just because you're covered in tattoos doesn't make you invincible to alcohol. I was wondering when you were going to mention them. Mention what? The tattoos. You're the first person I've ever met who didn't comment or ask about them right away. Oh, I noticed them, of course. I found them striking. No need to mention I was too frightened to ask about them. Don't worry, I know they're hideous. Silas stood and stretched his arms over his head. His shirt lifted up, revealing toned hip bones with a light dusting of pink hair disappearing into his waistband. Whoa, wait. I'm sorry I read that. That came out of my mouth. Ew. Okay, sure, fine, whatever. Hip bones, yeah, okay. Next! What's wrong? Nothing. There's not one thing hideous about him. Bro, she liked hip bones? Okay, I guess. Go off, I guess, queen. Silas? How did you know those tattoos in the first place? I will not stand for anti-tattoo propaganda. Do you not? Are you asking me if I like hip bones? I don't know. Do I? They have to be attached to a person I like, okay? That's generally how I feel about everything. Yeah. Demi problems. Oh, I understand. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. Are you mad at me? No, of course not. I'm just embarrassed to have asked. You hate me now? Silas, stop being silly. You know I don't hate you. Silas forced a grin and spread his hands over his face, peeking through his fingers. Sorry, Vivian. I'm sorry. You can ask me any other question. I promise I'll answer. Vivian fidgeted, the one request she'd been tempted to make all evening sticking in her mind. Would you stay with me tonight? That's forward. Hello. Vivian, sips drink. That is... Okay. Sure, I guess. That's... saves. Vivian's words were deadened by the sounds of activity in the hall. Oh no, it got too late. They're back. And so the jailers have returned. Silas scurried to turn off the lamps. The voices are getting louder. Why aren't they going to their rooms? He spoke in low whispers. They're gonna play cards. They probably want to blow off some steam after searching all night. You and Mr. Harlow? Nah, he's not there. I heard his and Mr. Urov's footsteps go toward his room. Oh, they're together! I'm stupid. I had a feeling that was the case because Vincent wrapped his arm around Max's waist like a while back. Yeah, it's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh god, you can still see in the corner. Oh god. Max, no. Max, no. No, you can still see it. No, stop. You're looking a nice view. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to show this. So I finally got to use the thunder. So Dolly is in the room. She says, Christ, you two are already at it? Vincent crawled out from under the covers. Maxim tossed his hair imperiously, his back against the headboard. Oh, you're no fun. That's Vincent saying that. And you, get out. Oh, there's a woman in the room. And the woman's like, Mr. Harlow specially invited me to come reduce his stress. It's true, doll. The girl's a miracle masseuse. I'm working around the clock and Max is sore from dance practice. You're just in swimwear, it's fine. Vincent is propositioning Dahlia, I think. It's very terrifying. He says, why don't you join us and we can all unwind? Out. The woman sashayed out with her arms crossed, Vincent calling after her in a stage whisper. Wait downstairs. Lovely choice, gentlemen. I can smell the cheap perfume and syphilis from the hallway. Oh, like your taste is so untouchable. What was so important to interrupt our playtime? Milo and I went over all the new faces we've been seeing at the club. We interviewed all the guys and girls, and there's one that stands out in particular. He raised a manila folder and arched an eyebrow. That's so. Give it here. Vincent quickly scanned the file, Maxim peering over his shoulder. Well, isn't that interesting? Okay, we're good now. Sorry, you had to sit there for a minute. That was very long. I had to read and hit the button at the same time. Okay. Murmurs from the drawing room echoed through the wall. It's been 15 minutes. They don't sound like they're letting up. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. I suppose you have to stay here a while longer. So I don't have to leave? Of course not. I'm inviting you after all. It's so late, and I really shudder to think if you got caught leaving my room. You're sure? You're really sure? I'm sure. Okay, I promise I'll go as soon as they leave. I wouldn't mind if you stayed all night. Still in the dark, Vivian fell onto the bed with a surrendering sigh. In response, Silas knelt to the floor beside the bed, curling up on the rug. What do you think they're doing? Sleeping. Don't be silly. Get up here. In your bed? That's where you sleep. Just because you take care of animals doesn't mean you should sleep like one. He rolled over toward one side of the mattress. See? This bed is enormous. There's plenty of room. Silas unfurled himself slowly and sat on the edge of the bed. You can lie down, too. You're really okay with this? And there was only one bed, chat. There was only one bed. I am if you are. He reclined, rigid as a board, and as far from her as he could without falling off. Is that comfortable? Uh-huh. She shut her eyes and tried to even her breathing. The minutes stretched on, and the party next door showed no signs of ceasing. Oh, later. Alright, hold on 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. Let me do a quick thingy. 1 second. I'll get some water and stuff too. Hold on 1 second. Change the sensor thing real quick. because I'm me. Okay, I'm back, thanks. That was quick. Vivian stared at the ceiling. I can't get comfortable. What if I rolled over and bumped into him? Vivian tightened the sheets around her shoulders and turned to watch Silas's chest rise and fall. You already asleep? You could still make out the contours of his profile in the darkness. As she examined its refined slope, she became very aware of every part of her body and its distance from Silas. Vivian felt a strange warmth flood her insides, and suddenly the source of her discomfort was clear. I can't sleep with him so close like this. And it's not out of fear. I want to touch him. Oh god. Hello. Wait, I did put the... Hold on. No, I have naughty content off. Hold on. Yeah, okay. His hand rested palm up, mere inches from her own. His breathing was even and soft. Surely by now he must have fallen asleep. Vivian gingerly placed her fingertips in his open hand. He jerked away from her. You're awake? You too? I can't sleep. Me neither. The next few moments felt like an eternity. The card game next door had long been abandoned, and the silence was deafening. When Vivian spoke, it was to the ceiling. Silas, would you let me hold your hand? I don't... Explicit content, chat. Explicit hand-holding. I don't know how to be touched. That's okay. You don't have to know how. You don't have to if you don't want to, either. Silent. Nothing. Has he really fallen asleep now? I want to. Hello, Silver.
Welcome, Silver Crane 666.
Without a second thought, she pulled his hand toward her and held it closely, feeling the roughness of his calluses. Interlacing her fingers with his, she studied the tattoos up close. Hand holding in a visual novel? How lewd. Exactly. Exactly. The lines of ink were thin and fine, like delicate spider webs running up the length of his arms. Oh, chat, we didn't even talk about his tattoos yet. We could have a whole lengthy tattoo discourse, because I want to know what's up with that skull spider on his, like, left hip, kind of? No, it's like here. He has like a weird thing here. It's like a skull spider. It's very strange. I don't like it. She traced them with the softest touch she knew. Your hands are so warm. I feel more comfortable now. Can we go to sleep like this? Yes, we can. Just before she drifted off into sleep, she felt his fingers squeeze hers. Oh, they fell asleep holding hands, chat. That's kind of cute, though. I am okay with this. That's cute. So that's gonna be our plan of attack. Main thing is we're moving the rest of the animals to a more secure location. Everyone in town knows where the Harlow mansion is and that they're kept here. Plus, it's been 2 weeks since Momo went missing, and a week since the others disappeared. We've still got nothing. We don't want to take any chances. And go with Lloyd to drive them, but the boss specifically wants it to be a one-person job. More people are likely to think to tail me than Lloyd. Sigh, I can't understand you when your head's in the pillow like that. Silas slowly righted himself to a seated position. They have to go. I'm really gonna miss them. With Momo gone, things are already hard enough. I think this is the best thing for them right now. Momo would want this. Silas considered this before nodding his agreement. Momo would want the rest of the animals to be safe. When? Night after tomorrow. When Vivian's eyes fluttered open, she nearly let out a scream at the sight of a man on her bed. Mr. Harlow? Nice to see you still remember the name of the one funding your keep. He can't know Silas has been visiting me, can he? What are you doing in my bed? He crossed his legs and fixed her with a glare. I could ask you the same. It's nearly 4 in the afternoon. Just taking a quick nap. A personal grudge you bear me aside. You must agree it is completely unacceptable to barge into a lady's room uninvited. I absolutely agree. Problem is, this isn't a lady's room. It's mine. As are the clothes you're wearing, the food you're scarfing, the book you're evidently not reading. It's all mine. I was so reading. The nerve. She threw her feet to the side of the bed and moved across the room. Your timing is rather opportune for a change. I need an answer. When will you let me out? Actually, I've come to talk to you about just that. Vivian tried and failed to conceal her delight. Really? Sure I am. I had no idea you were already a kept woman, kitten. Excuse me? I almost feel bad keeping another man's girl locked up like this. Please get the censor for explicit hand-holding. As in, you want a different one? No, I can censor the explicit hand-holding, that's fine. Why didn't you tell me? I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't have to be modest. Although I am surprised you like them so old. What kind of bizarre misunderstanding has happened now? But maybe I should congratulate you on snagging one so rich. Mr. Harlow. She stood straight up to him, arms folded. I don't know what you're saying, but you do well to say it straight. Fine. If that's what you want, I'll play along. Your man has been asking around for you at the club. What man? I only ever talk to Milo and Silas when I'm there. Does Harold West ring a bell? No, it's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Vincent raised his eyebrows. He hadn't been expecting such an admission. She cleared her throat, trying to assume her composure. He's not my boyfriend, he's my... Can't say he's my uncle. What else could be plausible? Maybe best to play along for now. I mean, you caught us, ha ha ha. Absolutely vile. He's been visiting the club nearly every night, inquiring about you and Sai's show. Even after how he left me on my own to get home, he must be worried about me. Too bad I'm not allowed to contact him. Well, let's not be so hasty. I happen to have a note here, first handed to Marshall, then to Milo, then to me. Now would you look at that? It's addressed to you. He reached into his coat pocket and brandished a small envelope. That handwriting is definitely Uncle Harry's. Give that to me. Vivian lunged for the letter. In a flash of movement, Vincent had grabbed her wrist and twisted it back, pain so sharp she had to gasp for breath. Ouch! Let me go! I didn't say you could take it from me, kitten. He twisted her hand back further, causing her to whimper aloud. You're going to take a seat on that nice velvet chair I had imported from Sicily, and you may listen to me read your little love letter aloud. Afterward, we'll think about how you can repay my generosity, God, I hate this man. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this right now. Let's see here. My dearest Ducky. Ducky? He really calls you that? Christ, but that's embarrassing. I am deeply sorry about what transpired at the Speakeasy that night. I would like to formally apologize to both you and your tattooed friend for speaking so rashly and for not respecting both of your wishes. Hearing Uncle Harry's old-fashioned manner of speech out of Mr. Harlow's mouth is disturbing, like a dog singing opera. I might proffer an invitation, if you might be so kind as to humor an old man like myself. I'd be delighted to see you, my dear, at my upcoming film premiere. It will be a red carpet affair, my first major showing for the moving pictures. The premiere is called The Great Escape, and the premiere will take place at Gallagher's Egyptian Theatre on the 17th at 7 p.m. I hope to see you there. I'd like to make up for lost time. All my love, H.W. Thank goodness he didn't call me his niece. The absolute last thing I need is for Vincent Harlow to find out I'm a West. 17th is just a few days away. So it is. Perhaps you'd let me at least telephone him. Let him know that I can't attend? Oh, you're going. Excuse me? What kind of gentleman would I be if I kept a man from his lover for such an important event? For such an important event. Don't gag, don't gag, don't gag. Alright. I don't know why you'd want to let me go, but I won't say no to getting out of here. Trust me, kitten. Even I would prefer not getting on the bad side of a West brother. Despite this being the less important one. So, you're really going to let me go to this premiere? Sure am. Go have a grand time with dear old Harry. That's what I said. Irony, I said that earlier. He moved to the door, adjusting his cufflinks. Well, at least I'll have good news for Silas. Silas? What are you going to tell him? Been talking everyone's ear off asking about you. He'd be devastated to miss an opportunity for a date with you. Even I have trouble disappointing Sai. I'll just conveniently leave out the bit about you being taken by another man. A date? Oh, so I can bring him with me? As long as your boyfriend wouldn't mind. No, he wouldn't. I think it'd be good for Silas to have a fun distraction. Then it's settled. He slipped out of the room, and Vivian listened for the sound of a lock turning. He didn't lock it. She scurried out to find the nearest phone. She took out the folded note from Harry, his number written in his haphazard scrawl. Vivian dialed the number. Uncle Harry, it's me. Yes, I know. I'm sorry I've been gone from the club without explanation. You see, I was calling in sick to work the past week. I've been devastated with the animals going missing, and it must have affected my health. Indeed. I've been even mopier all day with the news that the animals are being relocated. I'll miss them so much. Oh, but the reason I'm calling, that's right, your premiere. Mr. Harlow finally passed along your letter to me. I'll be there. I can't wait to see it. Yes, I'll be sure to come. All right. See you soon. Maybe it'll be a nice way to relax after all that's been going on. And I really want to stay on good terms with Uncle Harry. We've only just reconnected after all. I see pink hair. Silas, what are you doing this Friday? Vivian, you're out? I'm out. He bounded over to her like an overgrown puppy. Finally. I've been so bored in the daytime without you. He sank into the sun-warmed grass. Vivian resisted the urge to grab his hands. Ever since we held hands that first night, I've been itching to touch him again. Come with me to my uncle's premiere on Friday. It'll be a real Hollywood event. An almost imperceptible shadow passed over Silas's face. Your uncle? Why do you invite me? Well, he didn't invite you specially. You'll be coming as my guest. But I'm sure he'd like to apologize for the tactless things he said. He's hesitant. Please, it would mean so much to me. Oh, Mr. Harlow thinks I'm Uncle Harry's mistress, but please don't worry about that. His what? Shh. Letting him think that was the only way I could get out. It's not like I could tell him I'm actually his niece, and he would know. Oops. Who you are? Silas smiled softly. Yes, exactly. He never pressures me to confess my identity. I would love to go with you, and we'll get to see a movie together, like a real date. Silas's face flushed pink. I mean, it doesn't have to be a date. But I think I'd like it to be one. You do? Uh-huh. Let me date you, Vivian. He reached out for her hand and laced his fingers with hers, giving her goosebumps. Can I just ask one thing? Yes. I'll never, ever make you tell me who you are. It doesn't really matter to me, because I just know you as Vivian who came into my life. But why haven't you told me? Hold on. That's difficult. What? I gotta really think about that. It's you wouldn't want to know. I'm not gonna say I had to think of myself. That's crazy. You wouldn't want that. Trust me, Silas. It's better for you not to know. Just like it was better for Mr. Harlow to keep me in the dark about the search for my friends? Vivian faltered, stunned at the hard edge in his voice. It's completely different. I don't understand why everyone is so afraid for me to know things. I'm just worried it's because you don't trust me. Silas's hand gently released hers. No, it isn't that. Really, not at all. Vivian watched him pluck out blades of grass and knot them in his hands. I'm sorry for keeping such a big secret from you. I know I can trust you more than anyone here, more than anyone at all, really. He stopped fidgeting and looked at her. I'm sorry, too. There's stuff I haven't told you either. I haven't felt like I could talk to another person in a long time, not since my mama. Silas drifted off, returning his attention to the grass he was now braiding. A secret for a secret? You mean it?
Check out the Pando Pet Cafe to play with me.
Yes, I won't tell anyone about you, and I know you won't tell anyone about me. He looked up from his efforts at a daisy chain with a gentle smile. Okay. I want to know you more, Vivian. All of you. He felt a flutter in her abdomen and reached for his hand. His fingers interlaced with hers tentatively, then confidently. I can go first, then. Vivian is only my middle name. My real name is Evelyn West. Vivian paused, waiting for his gasp of recognition. Silas blinked. Evelyn West. Evelyn's pretty, but I like Vivian for you better. Wait, no, it's not about the first name. You know, Evelyn West. West, because you're from California. Vivian was utterly dumbfounded. So you really don't know? You never heard of the West family? Archibald West? I'm sorry, I haven't. Should I? Oh my goodness. And here all this time I was so worried about telling you, and you don't even know who my family is. Well, I would like to know them someday. It never occurred to me that someone wouldn't know the West name. Is your family real special or something? Special? I don't know. But prominent? For certain. Daddy is a businessman. One of the most successful in Los Angeles, just like my granddaddy before him and his daddy before that. Absolute himbo. Absolute himbo. But he's cute. I'm okay with this. And my mother's from a major family up north in San Francisco. Sorry I didn't know. I don't have much interest in the newspapers. Are you kidding? I'm thrilled you didn't know. It's marvelous, Silas. You're the first person in my life who hasn't made an enormous fuss over my lineage. If they made you like you are now, I'm sure they're really good people. I do love them, but we certainly have our differences. He pushed his hair out of his eyes and squinted at the sun. If you love them, why did you leave? They meant well. It wasn't their fault precisely, just a disagreement that couldn't be resolved. They wanted me to marry, you see. Marry? Yes, and I couldn't choose the man. It was to be a business deal for my father, or a social connection for my mother, and I couldn't abide by either option. So you ran away? I did. I wasn't exactly expecting to end up here, but I did. That's not all. That's the first reason I left. But the other reason is that I realized I'm 25, my bad, I said a 25, I'm silly. 25, and I had never before made a decision of my own. And you wanted your own life. I did. And then I got to meet you. He's such a sweet man. West, say, it wouldn't be related to the West Tuna Company. Why, yes, it's one of Daddy's smaller ventures, but he does have a stake in the fishing trade. Then I do know your family. They make Momo's favorite food. Really? As if we were already connected before we met. The memory of Momo's tiny paws and sweet blue eyes sent pangs through her heart. I miss him. Me too. Every second of every minute. We'll find him. We have to. Everyone is working so hard to make it happen. I hope so. Feels too quiet and sad with all the animals gone. The air between them felt stiff and thick despite the cool autumn breeze. Okay, your turn now. Okay. You promise you won't change your mind? About what? Me. What do you mean? Follow me inside. Started toward the greenhouse. A cold apprehension filled her. Silas, what do you mean, change my mind? But Silas was already pulling her by the hand into the darkening greenhouse. Back here. Silas rummaged through a drawer. What are you looking for? In lieu of answering, he deposited all manner of flotsam onto the chair. A deck of playing cards, a broken pencil, a marble, a feather. Finally, found it. He passed a well-worn envelope to Vivian. A newspaper clipping? She unfolded the paper. The front page photo featured a small boy, wearing only a pair of too large shorts and covered in tattoos. The child, unmistakably a young Silas, looked directly into the camera without a hint of recognition in his eyes. The Allegheny Register, November 23rd, 1913. World's youngest tattooed boy. Find him and other oddities at the freak show this week. Tickets 25 cents. Barely old enough to tie his own shoes, and the young Silas Roan is already covered in enough tattoos to rival even the most seasoned pirate. Roan is the son of a world-famous tattooed lady. Those looks sure do run in the family, folks. So come on down to the Big Top this weekend and see the ink drawings with your own eyes. For an extra nickel, you can touch them. A wave of nausea came over her. Silas, this is all his tattoos. He had them even this young. The child couldn't have been more than 12 years old. How old were you? I'm 11 here. I can't believe I never imagined. This was right around when Mama got sick, after she couldn't perform anymore. But she didn't want you to have these? No, we had enough money saved up to leave, but the ringleader needed her. The circus would have failed without the tattooed lady. No. So during one of our hospital stints, he tattooed all of me. I tried to fight back, but I was a runty kid. Good thing now I'm strong. That wouldn't happen to me today. My God, you were just a child. He spoke with distance, as if he were talking about someone else. Mama came back from the hospital and cried after he did it. Said he ruined her little boy. After that, we couldn't leave. I never realized such cruelty was possible, to do that to a helpless child. Why couldn't you leave and start a new life away from that world? What other world is there for a freak kid besides a circus? Mama died about a year later anyway. It was actually good he made me like this, or else I'd have nowhere to go. What about your father? You've taken you two in? My father? His features contorted like he was about to laugh. My father was the ringleader. Vivian froze, her horror overwhelming her. I'm so sorry. My God, Silas. Vivian sank onto the couch before knees buckled. Silas gesticulated wildly when he began speaking again. I know I look scary and disgusting. This is the first place I wasn't laughed at or yelled at. That's why, without my animals, I don't have anything else. You're not scary or disgusting. You're the kindest, truest, gentlest soul I've ever met. And I adore the animals as much as you, but without them, you are still you. And we are all with you, so please don't say such things. But Vivian, he ran his hand through his hair. I just wish I didn't have these tattoos. For you. So it won't be hard for you to be around me. No, I don't wish that. I wouldn't want you any other way. He slowly approached her, asking permission with his eyes. She nodded. He knelt in front of her and stroked his fingers over her hair, her cheeks, her chin. You're such a funny one. Such a funny girl. She reached out to him slowly, not moving her eyes from his, then pulled him close. Ew. They kissed. Yes? No. No. We are no. Vivian? Vivian, no. I'm like a disapproving parent right now. I can't. Vivian, no. No. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Skip. No. No. Stop. No. No, stop. What are you doing? Preemptive censor. Thank you. Wait. I take it back. Wait, I take it back. Wait. Look at these choices. Chat, look at these choices. What are we picking? Dizzy, you would pick 2. That's a very Fox thing to do. I mean, alright. You said it, we're doing it. I'm scared. Okay, here goes. He knows animals. A bite or 2 is normal at this point. That's true. That's true. That's why I'm leaning towards it too. Let's do it. Without removing her gaze from his, she gently nipped his finger. I don't think I like the sound of Whoa! Oh, God! I am not going to say those words aloud. I want to clip it, but I'm not going to. No. No. Next! Chad, I'm scared. I'm scared. Zero to 1 million. Real freak. What? I hate this. This is so weird. I'm sorry, I'm stunlocked. I can't read this. I'm so uncomfortable. Whoa, again? What are you doing? Bro. Stop. No. Funny in quotation marks, absolutely. So, yeah, please push her, because that's freaking weird, bro. Silas held her at arm's length, staring at her intently. What's wrong, she says? You just got slobber all over my freaking finger. Like an animal, you weirdo. What are you doing? Me. What the hell? Alright, I mean, alright, you guys already know this, but this is an R18 game, so... But I turned all the stuff off. I didn't realize it was gonna, like... be so uncomfortable. I was like, risque? Alright, sure, a little bit, but this is a bit much. Oh, thank God for the ads! Speakeasy, more like peak sleazy! It's not... It's not sleazy exactly. I mean, it's not freakeasy maybe a little bit. Hold on, where's? All right, we're about to start for ads. Hold on, I have my ad message ready. Hold on, I gotta wait for the ads to show up. Ads, save us. Rip, there's no saving us. Half of us are subscribed. Anybody who's about to be stuck in ads, you're welcome. You're being rescued. Skip. What are they doing? No, I think they're going to do the thing. Oh, yeah, I think they're doing the thing. You're being rescued. Please do not resist. Exactly. Jizzy gets me. Ad time, ad time. You know, I kind of thought they would just smooch. Like, that would have been fine. Maybe some like, tentative hand-to-face touching, like normal people, you know? But no, this is like, you know, like PG-13 stuff. Was something funny? My server ran out a few days ago and still got no ads for some reason. Cool. No ads. Yippee. So you're here. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit here. They just stared at each other? No. Oh god. Oh, hello. I guess this is the CG. It's cute though. They're clothed, so this is fine. The second they take off their clothes, I'm gonna wig the heck out. Let's be real. Yeah, of course you've never done this. Oh no, they're gonna sleep together? Excuse me? Chat, they're sleeping together! No, not like that. Himbo. Oh god. Oh, the kissing. Kissing is cute, that's fine. Skip. Skip. Now they're making out. Skip. Skip. Okay, they're fine. Are they? No, they're not fine. Skip. I'm skipping a lot now. We're gonna lots of skipping. All right. Whoever says you're so pretty, sometimes it kind of hurts to look at you. Please, can we rate this line 1 out of 10, chat, please? TBH for me, that's like 2 out of 10. That's weird. 2 out of 10 line. I will accept ratings now. 3 out of 10? I think it's more cringe than romantic, so I'm not into that. I don't get that. Friggin' sometimes it kind of hurts to look at you. Like, excuse me? What does that mean? For me, if I were... Feels like there's a better way to package that? Absolutely. For me, whenever I hear sometimes... Like, if it hurts to look at somebody, it's because it emotionally hurts you to look at somebody. So, I would use that line in, like, an angsty scenario. Whereas since we're in ads, now I can yammer for a minute. As an explanation. I do play by post role playing for a long time. And I had a scenario where my character met a guy who looked like her dead husband. So like it hurts to look at you is that kind of a hurt. You know what I mean? Like was a dead ringer for the husband. And he's all, I don't want to compete with ghosts and that kind of thing. It was very good, very dramatic, very good, excellent drama. But yeah, no. Sato, I feel the same way. Yeah, a past lover ex. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Yeah, so this is not a compliment to me, anyway. Great, thanks for the discourse. Very good, very good. She's confused. Good. We are all... everyone is confused. You think it's cute? Alright, Vivian's cooked, chat. She thinks it's cute. She's stupid. Now they're laughing. That's cute. Laughing is cute. I'm okay with that. Oh, I was gonna say, is she really into them tattoos? No, she's in his arms. Okay. That's fine. I mean, he got them guns. So I guess that makes sense. But I hate that she called them show-stopping. That's a little bit cringe. Next. 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 It's like dumb things. It's just in character this point. Now bite his fingers. Oh, this game is crazy. Smooching. Are we done now? Please. Oh, bless. It's all right. Great. No, we're back to actual plot now. Thank you. You know what? I think we're good. This is a good pause point. That means I can finish this. This means I can finish this tomorrow. So I can eat my dinner. This is a good spot. Okay. Oh god, go back. Save. Okay, we saved? Yes, I've saved. Am I going to remember that's what I need to do is come back over here? I don't know, but I'll figure it out later. Waffle, why you keep lurking? We about to finish. All right. I think that we're good here. Okay, let's go to the main menu. Yes. All right. So that was Speakeasy for today. You didn't drink your Milo. Oh my god. Speaking of Milo, I freaking love Milo. Don't even start with me. Now I want some. Milo is so freaking good. Obsessed. I also love Ovaltine. Chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk. But Milo's different. It's got a different flavor. I almost said flaced. Clearly I'm done reading for the night. Milo's so good. Now I want some. Damn it. Waffle, I hate you. Why do you do this to me? Bruh. It'd be funny to give you the notification. You're so silly. What am I gonna do with you? Alright. So, hold on. I think tomorrow is finishing Speakeasy. As best as I can. I will try to finish it. The Nesquik kid myself. Oh yeah, I also had Nesquik. That too. But it's, you know, those two things are different. They taste different. So, but I had both.
Can you read? What are you, stupid?
How dare you? Okay. Last 2 days I forgot to raid out. Now we're gonna raid out, okay? Let me find someone. Just hang out for a minute while I look for somebody, okay? Let's see. Who is live right now? Let's see. There's a bunch of people playing. Oh, hold on. Are you? Oh no, you're probably almost done. Hold on. Let me find somebody who hasn't been streaming too long. Let me see what you're doing. You been on for long? No, you kind of just started. Okay, that's fine. Got it. Okay. We're gonna go see Eden. Eden has just kind of started, so it should be fine. Should be fine. Let's go. Alright. Alright, chat. We're going. Raid message is, Neo is melted, by the way. That's the raid message. Just that in all caps. I'm pretty easy. Alright. Let's go. Thank you again for hanging out with me today. I will see you tomorrow for finishing Speakeasy. Fingers crossed I can actually finish it tomorrow. I'm reasonably confident we can finish it tomorrow. I will do my best. Worst case scenario, I'll flex it and we'll see what we can do. Gosh, I want to finish this. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate all of you as always. Also, I forgot to say hello, my traditional greeting. So I'm gonna watch a game throw 5 more chapter curveball. I really hope not. So we'll do this back to back. Ready? Kong Kairi, welcome home. Oh yes, Suito, good night. We're out of here. Here comes the raid. Thanks, guys. Let's go.